answers. This, you guys, the Secret Service is admitting to major failures, and those are outlined in a new report that came out. Not only saying they didn't communicate that day, but also finding that they knew there was a threat against President Trump's life for 10 days, but hey, they didn't tell any of their Secret Service agents who were working that day. So these are some of the pages of that GAO report. Senator Chuck Grassley says he worked on this for months, even came out here, the GAO did rather, to talk to people. The agency knew there was that threat for days, but it didn't alert local law enforcement because they kind of silo, they say, that intel just to their top people. That's helped because the agents on the ground needed to know that. They think they would have done things differently. Also, who was out here surveying and securing the rally site? Well, it was a brand new agent, okay? This was the first time she had done this at a large outdoor rally. The Secret Service says it's made changes to address the failures that day to ensure nothing like this will ever happen again. The family of four compared to were shot and killed that day is still pushing for answers.
I do believe it was a Secret Service error. I think they failed my husband miserably. I'm really right at the beginning where I was back. You know, we really haven't healed that much. You know, we have no answers. So.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Justin, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Just all right?
Just getting up for the day.
How's the shoulder after doing all that bowling?
Yeah, that's fine.
Who won?
No, I won the first game and then Sarah won the second game.
Did she genuinely win, or did you do the dutiful duty and just let her win?
No, she won.
Oh, good for her.
None of us really did all that great, to be honest, but we don't bowl very often, so.
Was there a lot of people there?
Yeah, it was pretty packed. Got some pizzas and stuff while we were there, and it was fun. So we don't go bowling very often, so none of us really did all that well.
Yeah.
Nah, but it was fun though. Yeah, I would say out of 40 lanes, they probably had about 30 of them full
Really?
at any given time. Yeah, we had two families cycle out while we were playing on our lane next to us. So.
Well, I remember standing there and just talked to Shannon Green because we were in that special coverage, you know, leading up to Trump's rally, and I just still have the IFB it. So for people at home, you know, we have like we're plugged in so we can hear back in New York and kind of.
We played for about an hour and a half, and then we went to the arcade for about 20, 30 minutes.
5 minutes, and
then we took off.
It's still up kind of to.
So that was a couple hours or so?
Yeah, we were there for about 2.5 hours. As we bought this family pack thing, it covers 5 people. You get an hour and a half of bowling, shoes are included, and you get was it $10 for the arcade included too, and it's like $75.
Oh, that's not bad.
Nah.
Did that include the pizza and everything?
No, you had to buy that separate.
Okay. Was it pricey, the pizza?
Yeah, bowling alleys could be a little pricey.
I was gonna say, specialty pizzas usually you're paying like 25 to 50% more.
Yeah, we should probably spend about $160 last night. Well, for 5 people, it's not bad to go out and have a few hours of fun. So.
Yeah, there was entertainment. That's definitely sure.
I always wanted to go over to the bowling alley and do the laser tag, though. They got this big laser tag area. I've never gone in there, though.
Why, yeah, the gamer part of you would love laser tag.
I haven't played laser tag in years. What's up, everybody watching? There's 8 people watching. Nobody's saying anything.
Nobody said anything, yeah. Uh, just you.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate all the good work that you did that day, and also.
Yeah, I just got back from flying 5 ships in a row.
5 in a row.
5 in a
Oh.
row. There was 1, 2 up, 2 down, and 1 more up.
What's up, Al?
Secret Service to answer these questions, and there are tons of questions they should answer, and it's shameful that they haven't sat down and answered them. Questions about the government. He remains an enigma 1 year later. So they're telling us
Time to fly. It sure is.
But also, what is going on with the investigation of this young man? What was his motive? Are we absolutely certain he was working along? Helen Comparator seems to believe he did. But how do we know that he had, these phone-based encrypted platforms and even
Right back. I got to get another Pepsi.
Oh man.
nothing about him?
And credit where credit is
Or he's full of shit. What's up, JD?
That helps people understand what happened. I love the fact that, again, the administration is being transparent. They're saying, listen, we're going to take the slings and arrows. We're going to lay out every place that we really blew it here, that we've been able to investigate, that we've been able to look at. However, I think Rachel's point is a bigger, which is there are still a lot of questions that have not been answered. And so while
Then I had to install a new doorknob on my door last night because that broke. So we had to go to Walmart and get a new doorknob on the bedroom door.
curiosity and for the American public's right to know, but for the safety and security of that man right there, the president of the United States, who came, frankly, within millimeters of being assassinated. And the truth is, we want to make sure he's safe moving forward, and that means getting to the bottom of everything that happened before.
I'll tell you, getting those old doorknobs off are a pain in the ass.
to put up here because this is what he told the Daily
I don't know if any of you guys in the chat ever had those ones where you have to pop the plate off and then you have to push in on the doorknob to get the slide off. Oh my God, dude.
Speaking about Thomas Brooks, the gunman,
Worst design of a doorknob ever.
passed away. Why haven't they figured out who this guy was? Why haven't they gotten into his home? This isn't just something that the American people want to know. This is something the entire world deserves to know. Had they been successful in doing that and were not, for the grace of God, America would have looked like a third world country, and they can't figure out the greatest law enforcement agency in the world can't figure out who this guy was. That was in October.
Yeah, and oftentimes congressional hearings get derided as show trials, and in fact, they should be show trials. And there should be a show trial about this, where everybody that was involved in this gets hauled before in very dramatic.
Roger, Calumet reported downbound, 3 minutes, 12, 11, and 12.
That's kind of
Upbound, I have active progress for Sky Island 1006. And Algoma Intrepid, still below the hole.
That bone cracks me up. I give him a treat, a soft dog bone. He goes outside, lays it on the ground, and howls. Oh, oh! He's out there howling right now.
He's happy.
and the American people.
And the cremation part is important. Statement that this young man was cremated.
Yeah, JD says I'm full of shit.
You got any more coming today, or is that was just a big
Oh,
bunch of them?
there's all kinds of them coming and going. There's another one up here, up in the lake, coming downbound. The Calumet is downbound, followed by the Mid-Groton, which is a German salty.
Then we went and borrowed a hand cart from somebody yesterday, and then I went and took the damn oven out and busted the oven door all out on the
That's what
porch.
you said out on the
What's up,
porch.
JDS?
I think the public deserves to know.
Yeah, made a big old mess out on the front porch.
Trump family deserves to know.
Now to a Fox weather alert. Texas officials say there's actually a high probability that the Guadalupe River could flood again.
They're supposed to be here around 10 o'clock.
Continues
Or between 10 and 2, I think, to deliver the new one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that one stove we have isn't even but like 6 months old, and it just won't fucking stay working. Like everything keeps breaking on it. So we went and got a new one yesterday. Because it's just, we've had 3 repairmen come in and work on it, and every one of them fucking worked on it. And then a couple hours after they left, it fucking broke again.
Making their way into Kirk County, officials have a code red alert in effect to warn people of the flooding that they do expect happening. We're already seeing some of that water pooling in the streets, and of course, crews are concerned that the rain that we're seeing is going to impact the search efforts. We know from some rescue workers I've been speaking with, they say any rain is a setback, but this is a lot of it. And we've seen a flash flood emergency pop up north of us, so this is powerful rain that's causing a lot of flooding in some areas. 6 to 8 inches have been reported outside of where we are so far as this rain makes its way in and these search efforts continue. We've got lots of responders on the ground, over 1,000, trying to find so many missing people, still more than 170. And some lights in such a dark week. Among the vast volunteer efforts, 2 little girls in that who have been raising money with a lemonade stand for the flood victims. I watched them, just happened to catch them, walk up to a couple, Bud and Katie, yesterday, give them that money. They'd never met them before.
I didn't even look to see if the thing was still outside or not.
And they lost their neighbors, their friends, and everything they own.
Was the first
JD.
thing, and then this
See if anybody's actually taking that thing.
gives us this gift. It's a lot.
They need food, water. They need a move. They need a move.
They lost it, right?
Oh wow, I can't believe it's still sitting out in the front yard. I'm surprised.
We gave them that money to get themselves home.
And you could see that this couple narrowly escaped. I mean, they were watching homes.
Usually,
People floating in the river.
appliances don't sit outside very long. Usually people snag them up quick.
Powerful rain.
Well, especially, the metal scrap thing is a lot of it too.
Well, you'll get the guys that come around that pick it up for scrap, and then there'll be other guys that'll come around and pick it up because they want to fix it and resell it. They'll take it for parts. There's one guy that drives around, you'll see him all the time around our city, and he'll have a car trailer on the back of his truck, and it'll be full of washers and dryers and everything else.
somebody who grew up in a part of the country.
That's what he does. He drives around looking for ones that people are throwing out.
Of Colorado, you learn very quickly that the weather can change on a dime. We can go from relatively light.
I see they're talking about flooding again in Texas, another flood.
That shit was bad, man. I think they were up to like 130 people dead or something.
Well, they got 14 inches in another section of Texas overnight.
Disaster is how FEMA's operating. I saw.
That's,
We've changed. It's no longer top.
WLD Sample, starting traffic, go ahead.
Resources to the communities
down
to
to
decide to best, rescue.
Roger, check down on Whitebird, that's done, over.
In these kinds of disasters and tragedies. So that will be an interesting thing to assess here in the next coming days. How has that worked? It appears to be working well. But again, as we see more rainfall, we're going to be watching and seeing how this works. I believe always that the community knows better than somebody far away. And so this might give a little bit of hope that things might be better here in this next round of flooding as people on the ground are getting those resources from the federal government.
Amen to that. And we have a heartwarming update. Following Fox's initial donation to the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund, our generous viewers, that's you, of course, have answered the call to action across all.
it was a,
5 Central Texas communities. And to help, you can still do that, by the way. All you have to do is go to fox.com/TX Flood Relief. That's Fox.
Wasn't it GE or anything like that, was it? Or Kenmore? Or?
Scan the QR
no, the old one was a GE.
more, and we certainly appreciate all you
Oh no, it was yeah, it was a GE. I don't know what the new one is because I didn't go with them yesterday to get the new one.
Tomorrow, have you heard about this? This is coming up as
But it's just it was like a lemon. It just and there's a lot of these freaking manufacturers that make this shit are a pain in the ass. A lot of them want to fix it, and yeah.
East Coast got his chores done for the day, he says.
killing mom and dad in their sleep, if you can imagine. And after their deaths, 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick started posting.
Well, they got 8 people watching.
What's up, Dusty? Goddamn mowing and weeding. I'm done for the day. No more
I don't know
chores.
if there's anybody else on this morning or not.
Ugh.
Their home back in February. Imagine such a terrible thing. Several Florida Democrats big time are touring the detention facility known as Alligator Alcatraz.
Because Dominic's not here. He usually pops in.
He usually comes in on the afternoon streams.
And unsanitary.
It's late for him right now.
Yeah, it's like midnight, isn't it?
It's like 11:30 at night, something like that, or 12:30. I think he's.
Hello, Frank. Oh, JDS.
And it holds up to 3,000 beds for detained illegal aliens as they prepare to go back home. We have a new poll to tell you about this morning. It's revealing that Virginia.
Yeah, I'm just surprised nobody's taken it yet, JDS, because usually, like I said, appliances don't sit outside very long. I figured it would have been gone yesterday.
Every year. That's more than any other state in the country, even more than Idaho, really. Yeah, that's crazy. The poll also revealing that the string and season are the most popular style across the U.S. Their popularity was followed by shoestring fries, curly fries, and crinkle cut fries. I like those.
Well, at least you got their mowing done early
And
before it gets too hot out.
Yeah. Well, it's not hot here. It's only 75 degrees. But it's still got a cool breeze.
I was talking about Dusty. He said he got his lawn mowed and everything this morning.
Yep.
Because right now it feels like 97.
Wow.
Uh,
That would make me want to get my chores done and get the hell out.
with a high of 93 today. Yeah, we're not even in the hot part of the day yet.
while you're eating fries, as I continue to eat.
What's up, Philip? Yeah, that's the thing though. All appliances aren't what they used to be, JDS. They're all pretty much made in the same factories, just given different specifications by the manufacturer.
Philip's got to go digging in the backyard for some reason. I mean, he wants to get it done before the heat starts. So he's digging for flowers, not graves.
He's doing some landscaping around his house.
Psoriatic arthritis. But just okay isn't okay.
Now it's done. So, if you still have symptoms after trying Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq, Spirit. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage. And in PSA, it leaves skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections, or treat, test for TB and do blood work, serious infections, blood clots, subfatal, cancers including lymphoma in the skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke hurt. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus, a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Done settling? Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq. Take back what's yours. AbbVie can help you save.
With horsepower, giddy up. The high-powered automatic.
Here comes Uncle Bill.
I bet he's on his way to his dad's.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yep.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You on your way to your dad's?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, yep. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, so it's supposed to rain again later, but yeah. You're getting a lot of that.
Is it humid down there?
Is the Pope Catholic? Yeah, it's better today, you know, so far. But, you know, it's been raining on and off for days, you know, for a while, so. And it's supposed to continue. So we'll see. But today's kind of nice. Show it to you. See? Touch this. Touch that. Oh, missed. There it is. There, look at that beautiful day.
Oh yeah, it looks nice.
Sunny good. Yeah, it's okay. Yep. Yeah. But it's gonna rain later, they say. Well, we'll see. I don't know. They've been lying a lot. Those liars lie, you know.
What's up, Mark?
Mark White.
Bob White. Bob White.
Mark White.
Mark White. Hi, Mark. Oh, I bet you that's Mark.
That's Mark. Hello, Mark.
Well, I hear ding dong and I think of Mark.
Thanks, Bill.
You're
Morning,
quite
Paul.
welcome. Hey, I found that video, by the way,
All right, great.
but it's a full gig, so I got to figure out some way to get it to you.
Cloud?
Can you do it on a cloud?
I don't have any cloud storage.
Oh,
I mean, I do, but it's probably full of something. I don't really use it. I mean, it's there. I'll have to take a look.
Jonathan Jackson.
What
Hello.
What's up, Jonathan?
I don't trust that cloud thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Get off my lawn.
What's up, TJ?
TJ,
DJ.
Justin was saying somewhat about quick share.
Oh yeah.
I'll just send you a link to it. I'll set up an FTP server on my. I do it the old-fashioned way. I've been transferring large files long before cloud and services.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You run a little FTP server applet on your PC, and then I call it an applet because it's a very small file, and just make sure that the port's opened up, which it should be. And then I'll send you a link directly to my PC, and you can download it.
Okay, cheers.
You can do it right in your browser. You go FTP:// and then the number.
Right.
You know, then my IP address, and that should work. That should work.
Yeah, sure. I was coming on last night, but when you still on at 1:30, I went to bed.
Well, the power went down around 6:15 or so, 20 after 6. And I was like, wow. And I heard the transformer explode, you know, so it was in my neighborhood somewhere. And pop, power went out. I was like, God damn it. So there was still lightning. So I didn't expect it to get fixed for a long time, you know, because they're not going to go, nor should they, go on the pole in a lightning storm, you know. Yeah. But it passed pretty quickly, and they got the power back on around, I don't know, 8:12, 8:15, something like that. No, that's when I woke up. That shows more like 8:15, 8:20. I fell asleep. I had something to eat, and I figured, well, should I post? I'm not going to be on. Should I go out to the garage and start up not the garage, but the shed, and start up the generator and do all this shit? What should I do? And while these things were floating through my tired from working today brain, I probably dreamt about them because I fell asleep on the couch because fell asleep and woke up after 8 o'clock. So, shit. So I was going to post that I wasn't going to go on, and while I was doing this, in fact, I just gave my wife a battery backup for her phone. Was the power came back on. They did it pretty good, pretty quick.
That was quick, yeah.
You know? So I didn't get on till almost like maybe 10 of 9. By the time I set it up and got everything going.
Yeah, I think
You
it
know,
was about 1:45. Sent the link according to Messenger. Yeah.
Dude, transformers are so fucking loud when they blow too.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
loud.
it was just ours. It was just our neighborhood. There was 100. They said 150 homes were out. I'm sure that's an overestimation. It's probably a couple blocks from my neighborhood when that transformer went. But yeah, they fill up with water. The seals go bad. The water gets inside. It heats. The power going through. It heats up and steam and blows it to pieces. So
yeah.
Eventually they'll replace all of them, and then the dance will start all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been around 3 of them when they blew, and 2 of them were at nighttime, man, and it lit the sky up like daytime just for a split second. Really bright.
Giant Roman candle.
Yeah, they get really, really bright.
Well, I was thinking too, I could just use my phone. I got a battery, backup. You know what I mean? But thinking, I don't feel so great to play around like that. I was just about to start setting that up because I figured I should do it, But then the power came on, and that just all right. The show must go on. Whatever the hell it is, actually. Not exactly a show. It's kind of like this. Random numpties coming in and just saying whatever they feel like.
Are
you talking about art now?
This guy really passing me on the entrance. I love that. The guy that was right behind me is passing me as we're entering. With a little key of salt. I should have cut my wheel over. Whatever that thing is. People are stupid. People are stupid.
Yeah, I think they should bring back them pneumatic tubes across the entrances to gas stations that used to make a ding noise when you drove in.
Places don't have them anymore?
No, we don't have them now.
No? Ding ding. Yeah, well, then they'd have to give away free air too. The same system that got them, the same system that they set up their free air pump outside.
Oh, Discount Tires got one of those bells because they have a free air station you can pull in, and they'll fill your tires up for you. When you pull in, it brings the doorbell.
It's like that. Like, it would make you want to do business with them. You know what I mean? Little value added, little things.
Well, it was mainly when they were all gas stations.
Self-serve.
The attendant used to come out and fill your tank for you, so it told him coming in.
Now they became all self-serve.
Yeah.
The only place in the U.S. that still does that, and it's by law, was a New Jersey bill.
Yeah, it was New Jersey was. I don't know if it still is, but that was like. Were they the only ones? They didn't want you pumping your own gas.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you got to.
Want the professionals to do it.
Yeah, you're not illegally allowed to get out of your car and pump your own gas. You have to let them do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a thing. I met a lady. So a couple of years ago, there was a lady down here from New Jersey, and she was over at the gas station, and she literally did not know how to pump her own gas, and asked me for help. She goes, normally when we went out of town, my husband used to do it. She goes, I don't know how to do this. So I had to sit there and show her how to do it for her.
The best ones were the cars.
She suckered you right in. Yo, boy, don't show me how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
The best ones were the cars that hid the gas cap either behind the number plate or behind the light. And you had to fold the light or the number plate down to get at the gas cap.
Sure. I had a car like that. Yeah.
All I can think of is National Lampoon's Vacation. And he's trying to figure out where the fucking gas cap is in the car.
Yep,
He
they had
fucking rips the license plate off because he thinks it's behind it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a Mustang. I had a Mustang years ago. The gas cap was on the gas cap was at the back, and it was an emblem. So unless you know what I mean, it was a Mustang emblem, and you didn't know that it was back there. You would think it was just a decoration on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always got me the ones where they did the one where you folded the rear light down. And I thought, gas fumes coming out of the gas cap, electricity through the lights. No.
I remember Bill in Scumpton that it was in front of the door, in front of the driver's side door, like the front there. The tank was up the front. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, they do that on a lot of motorhomes, the gas tanks at the front.
In my gas kit, on my car, you have to push the button and it takes like 30 seconds for it to like depressurize and then the door will pop open. Because there's no gas cap. It's just open.
Yeah,
All right.
this doesn't have a gas cap.
Got one of those easy fill things.
Yeah, the gas cap
Right.
is built into the door. Yeah.
Yeah. But it has to be able to, it always takes about 20, 30 seconds when you push the button for the door to pop open. Because it's got to depressurize. And then if you try to drive off, dude, it'll just be ringing a annoying ass little beeping noise at you if you don't close it.
Yeah, Kate's car makes a little jingle when the gas gets down low. Instead of just a light coming on, say you're running out of petrol, it starts playing a tune at you.
Shit, mine almost ran out of gas the other day because Sarah forgot to put gas in there. I went to go drive down to the gas station, realized there was 0.5 miles left, but luckily the battery was fully charged, so it jumped over to battery. I had enough to get to I didn't have to worry about breaking down.
I get a little ding that comes when that message comes on my screen. It ding or dingling or something. It gives me a little heads up. It's like telling you, we know you can never look at your goddamn dashboard, so here's some sound for you. Bing.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear the noise and you try to think out, is the door open? Is my seatbelt on? Am I running out of petrol? you got to figure out which noise it makes for which one.
I was like when I was in my work truck, I used to have that big work box on the front seat. I always had to have the seatbelt buckled, otherwise it set off the sensor in the seat.
Yeah.
You have to sit there and listen to that ding and shit all day.
For those of you interested, I decided to opt out of the turnpike today and save myself some money. I'll tell you, here's a scam on that. You keep talking about the discount for being a resident. Price did not go down. What happened is they raised the price of the turnpike, and the Florida residents pay the same. Like it didn't go up, but it didn't go down either. But if you're not a Florida resident, you actually pay like 25% more. I think it comes out. So that's what they did. They just raised the price.
I don't know. I don't go on I don't go on those enough to pay attention to the prices, to be honest.
Well, I logged into the account to see what I was paying. It's broken into pieces too on this long trek. There's this. When you add it up, it's back to $875 or whatever that, or 87. I don't know, whatever it is, 8 something each way. I was like, well, that's what I always paid. But then when you look at the app on the phone, when you put it in the GPS, like maps, like Google Maps, whatever, it tells you the turnpike fee, and it's like almost $11. You see what I'm saying? So they raised the price. You just don't pay it because you're a Florida resident. Tricksy they are.
Aren't they? It's like the Cadbury's mini cream eggs. Instead of putting 6 in a packet, now they put 5 in, and they're smaller than they used to be. Everything.
You say eggs?
Yeah, Cadbury's cream eggs. They're like chocolate eggs with a cream filling.
Oh, chocolate eggs. Okay.
They sound like Cadbury
we
eggs.
buy eggs. Cadbury eggs, yeah. No, when he said that, I thought he said eggs. Like, see, we buy them by the dozen in this country. 6 eggs is,
And we
the hell's
can get them in 6s, 12s, 10s, 15s.
10s and 15s. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Well, ours go usually 6, 12, 18, and then they go up from there. And you can get the big ass boxes.
Yeah,
Like the ones I buy is 60.
You can get a tray with 2 dozen in it, I think it is.
30. So it's 2.5 dozen. It's 30 eggs.
Is it? Right.
The ones I buy at Walmart, the box I buy, I usually buy, they have a 60 count. I buy that one.
Right. That's 2 flats.
Yeah.
A flat of eggs is 30. Yep.
And then we'll go through them, man. The
I was going to
box of
say,
eggs we can go through that within a week and a half.
take me nearly a year to get 30 eggs.
Well, because the kids will make shit all the time. They'll make like hard-boiled eggs or egg salad sandwiches, and so they end up using it for more than just breakfast stuff, What's up, Donald?
Kate made a beef stew today, and just to get rid of the eggs that she had, she put like half a dozen boiled eggs in it.
Like 3.
My wife. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It is a Filipino.
No, I was what Mark said there. My wife likes to put hard-boiled, like she'll put it in the pho. That pho soup. She'll just peeled hard-boiled eggs. She'll just drop that in there, and I dig that. I think it's good. You can cut them in half and let the broth soak into ginger broth, kind of soak into it's no yolk, man. It's good. Anyway.
Yeah, it's something Kate picked up from living in the Philippines for 7 or 8 years. So yeah, it is a Filipino thing, isn't it?
It is, I think. I like eggs, so I can't imagine only buying 6, even if I was single. That's breakfast. Now what?
Yeah, when I was about 2, 3 months ago, when the eggs were still a little pricey, Kelsey was out there just making a whole fucking pot of hard-boiled eggs. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" she goes making hard-boiled eggs. I said, "Those aren't snacks. You know how expensive those are."
Yeah.
Preserving the gold stock. It's like anything else. For a while, their ammunition was like an investment. I had all my old ammo at the old prices, and when the prices went so ridiculous, I started inventorying what I had, and it was worth like 4 times what I paid for it, all of it. It's like an investment. I should put it on the market.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, man, those boxes of eggs were only like 6 something at Walmart for a 60 count. Like, not bad at all. And then they went all the way up to like 25. And then at one point they peaked at almost $35 a box. And now they're back down to, I think, like 12 or 13 now.
Yeah, I remember paying 11.
Expensive.
I remember paying around $11 for 30 eggs. It's not that great. But they're coming down.
Oh yeah, they've gone way down over the last month or 2.
Yeah, it's about.
We start murdering all the chickens.
About £2 for 6 eggs here.
Well, TJ in the chat gonna be all fancy. I only eat egg whites. More healthier than the yolk.
The yellow part's the nicest part of an egg.
Especially when you do I mean, come on now, over easy's shit.
Yellow part's the yolk.
Yeah, the yolk.
Yeah.
There's nothing like getting a good steak with some over easy eggs and some hash browns. And you cut the steak up and just kind of mix it all together. Oh, so good. Get a little bite of steak, some egg, and some hash brown all at one time.
I had sausage.
I used to like steak, eggs, and pancakes. I used to go out. That was the middle of the night drunken breakfast that you'd get at 3 o'clock in the morning at the Denny's. Well, it
Oh.
wasn't Denny's. Colonial Pancake House. It was a thin slice, you know. It was a strip steak, but it was only about a quarter-inch thick, you know. And
Yeah, nothing special.
well, it was okay. You know, at 3 a.m, it was nectar of the gods. That with your over medium eggs on it, side of hash brown, side of pancakes. Oh gosh! Many a morning I remember getting it put in front of me, and I don't remember eating it. Back in the day.
I had sausage, egg, and chips for tea last night. That was nice. Not had that for ages.
Yeah, sausage and potatoes.
Mm-hmm. After you've had a night out on the beer, it's normally here you either go for a curry or a kebab.
Roasted potatoes are also good with over easy.
You know, I used to say things like I could eat breakfast anytime, and people say that I could eat breakfast for dinner. But I was thinking about it. It's like, what meal wouldn't I eat at any time? You know what I mean? Would I eat a steak dinner for breakfast? Sure. You know?
That's it. The English breakfast is advertised if you go into a pub or a cafe as an all-day breakfast, so you can get it anytime you want.
Giving me ideas now. Dad and I, all we do is we get together, go out, have something to eat. Maybe I'll go someplace that's serving breakfast.
Yeah, we got a little mom and pop place down the road from here, and that's all they do is breakfast for about 6 hours, and then they close for the rest of the day.
Mm.
And I bet you they got great sausage and gravy.
Oh yeah, they got really good food, and it's always packed in there too.
It annoys me that McDonald's don't do any of their breakfast stuff after 10 o'clock in the morning. I can never get to McDonald's for 10 o'clock in the morning.
They do a couple items here all day. I know they do the burritos and something else. They do like like 2 or 3 items. I think they do all day, and then the rest of it they stop after 10.
Yeah.
I thought it was 11. Is it 10?
It might be 11. I can't remember.
That's what I thought. It was 11
it's
too.
between 10 and 11, yeah, somewhere in there.
Oh, it's 10 here.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 10. It may have changed. I don't know. I haven't had a McDonald's breakfast since the dog thing.
Probably depend on the McDonald's too, whether it's corporate or franchise.
Because I'd much rather have a bacon and egg McMuffin or a sausage and egg McMuffin than one of their burgers.
Because all the 6 McDonald's that are within driving distance of me, that are within like 20 minutes of me, they're all owned by the same family.
Sure.
They're all franchises.
Yeah, I think I must have at least half a dozen McDonald's that are within 2 miles of there.
Because they have 2 in Arbondale, 1 in Haines City. There's 3 in Winter Haven. They have 2 in Lake Wales, and I think they have 1 in Bartow as well. They got quite a few McDonald's.
Come to think of it, if I go into Manchester City Centre, I think there's at least 6 McDonald's in Manchester City Centre.
Oh yeah, I like biscuits and gravy too, TJ.
I don't think you can name a food that TJ doesn't like.
Yeah, it all sounds pretty good.
TJ should have gone to school to become a chef or something,
No, we've seen TJ trying to make spaghetti. No.
That's hilarious.
Man, that's a hard business to get into though, because there's a lot of kids that have gone to school for culinary and didn't end up doing it.
We have a culinary institute right here in Port Huron.
I know 2 people that went to culinary school and didn't end up even going in that field. wasted tons of money going there. I mean, I guess I know how to cook really well now, but
Not necessarily. I worked with quite a few CIA graduates, and they couldn't make it in the restaurant business. They just couldn't make it. I mean, they might learn some recipes, and maybe they can make a nice meal at their house. But a lot of them, and I know they teach, how to work in a fast-paced environment. To keep the flow going and keep the quality up. But just because you went to the school and you passed doesn't mean you're going to be any good.
Hi, Joe. How's it go?
yeah,
I don't know.
because
I'm listening to Paul talking about TJ learning to cook. Paul don't cook anything. All he does is heat stuff and eat Boston creams.
That's right. In fact, you
But,
know what I bought this morning after I did those 5 ships?
I hope he bought some new pants.
Boston creams.
but
Well, you had to buy new pants or new glue. They'll glue the pants. Well, you're gonna have to get bigger pants, Paul.
I was watching that episode of Dr. Phil the other day, and he was talking about school loans, and all these kids were on there on his show crying about how I went to school for this and ran up 100,000, and I don't know what I'm gonna do now. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you expect people to pay that for you?
No,
Right.
we got an idea for you. I got an idea. Go get an effing job and pay your loans off. How about that? There you go.
Well, it's not even
you-
just
they
that.
give-
It's like,
they give
go to
you-
school for something that's actually going to make you money.
Well, but,
I mean-
you never know how the industry's going to turn out or whether you're going to be any good at it. But bottom line is, you've bettered yourself. You've got that on your name. Now you got to pay for it. And unfortunately, they can't teach character.
Yeah, but one of the
No.
girls was on there
Again.
bitching about how she owed $140,000, and her degree was in women's studies.
Yeah.
So what the
Hey,
fuck is that ever going to get you anyway?
hey, Bill, you can't teach character, but you can instill it. My kids know the difference in character. Like my son Justin, he moved to North Carolina to become a cop, thinking he was gonna be able to jump right on. Got on there, they said they're not gonna be able to even hire him until January. So what he did, he went out and found him a job. He's doing insulation, learning to be a master installer with the installation, making $27 an hour, working his butt off. But he's at least got enough moral fortitude or whatever you want to call it, and concerned about himself that he's going to make money. And he says, and I'm bettering myself because I'm learning something in case I have to fall back on it.
Yeah.
But that's my son.
You build a career, you build a future.
Right.
But that's the whole idea. But you can't. Here's the thing: you can instill it. You can try to teach it. You can. I think people know what character is, but whether or not they actually live their life that way is a different story. Your kids are, but a lot of them don't. They know the right thing to do. They make believe they don't. It's easier for them to cry to get what they want. Unfortunately.
They actually asked him. He was going to help build a shed for the company yesterday. They were paying him because he's worked with a guy here building sheds. So he knew enough about it. So they said, "Come on, I will put you on the clock and everything. Just help us build it." So he went out there yesterday, and they were saying, "You got all kind of work ethic. Where you get that from?" He said, "My dad." He said, "When I graduated the fire academy, my dad had a football game to shoot that night and missed my graduation because he was committed with parents to have to do that job." And they moved the academy one day. It wasn't on the day of the football game. They moved it at the last minute. So I told him I can't go. He's never been mad about it. He's understood it.
Yeah.
When he became a police officer, I did pin his badge on. I was there. I made sure I was there.
It's like everybody's
Once was
eating
enough to
now.
miss.
All the food talking. JDS said he's going to go make some eggs and bacon.
I had
TJ
2
said he's
eggs
making
over
a
easy
croissant.
and some shrimp grits. What this morning for breakfast?
Ugh.
Oh, stop.
I've not had my breakfast yet. And it's like nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I haven't eaten nothing this morning yet either.
Too warm. You don't feel like eating when it's warm.
Dude, I didn't feel like eating this morning when I got up. I didn't even make a cup of coffee a few minutes ago. I mean, I woke, I slept for about 2 hours, woke up, slept for about 2 hours, woke up. And it was just all night. I was getting about 2 hours sleep, waking up in pain, waking up in pain.
Yeah.
Finally, at 3 o'clock, I said, "To hell with this." Took a half a pain pill.
And it's that warm at night that you're sweating all night. I put on my bedding in the walk this morning.
Ew, gross, Dusty. You're supposed to drink milk with donuts, not orange juice.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, you got to dip your donuts in orange juice.
Especially if you're eating powdered donuts too. Those are the worst. Those are like the most thirst-provoking fucking
Hot-
donut there is.
Hot chocolate with donuts.
What
That's
you buying, Paul?
Just added in one of my 5 ships I did this morning.
You did 5
powdered.
ships this morning already.
Yep. One right after the other. Boom, boom, boom. I had to use three different batteries.
Uh-huh.
I only had 2 shits this morning. Boom, boom.
What about the splashback?
Just 2 ships. Like 2 shits
That-
that passed. Out
Hey,
real
Paul,
tight.
that's only when you're using your Ducalac you have splashback.
Yep.
Sounds like a joke for Basil Brush. Have you ever heard of Basil Brush?
You can come on a panel and show us, TJ.
Basil Brush was one of these puppets, and he was a fox. And every time he made a joke, boom, boom.
Hey, Jonathan's here.
Jonathan, what's up?
Oh, Bill.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, Jonathan. There's no absolute rush for that file, because it's going to take them another 2 weeks to get my internet straight. They've got to lay a new cable for me.
Yeah, laying cable. Hey,
It's not a problem. They've just got to attach a new cable to the old cable and drag it through the duct from the cabin.
Oh,
It's just when they come and do it.
okay, let me see here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Uncle Bill said Google Maps and my truck went haywire. What happened? When went haywire? When you say Google Maps, my truck pulled up Google Maps as I was driving. That's a very sensitive truck you got there. I got to yell at mine to do so. You know what I did? I switched over to the AI thing. But you could choose between either Google or whatever the hell it is. And it doesn't respond to me at all anymore. I got to push the little button. I'm going to go back to the better. Google can access the AI portion of search anyway, you know. But I got to yell at mine. Hey, Google! Look like I'm not driving down the road screaming at my phone. Hey, Google! But you feel easier just to push the thing. You know? Broke out yelling at my phone.
The ultimate.
No, Alexis, and she's a nosy bitch. That Alexa, man, you can't even say a word that even sounds similar to her name. And she's right up there. Yes, yeah. I'm not. I don't know how to answer that question. You don't know because I didn't ask you anything. Constantly.
except when you ask a question,
Well,
then
my
she don't
wife's a
answer.
nice woman that you don't answer.
Yeah,
Right? I'm not sure.
at the moment, mine keeps on saying, I don't know how to help you with that. The internet is not available.
Oh well, that's different.
That's when you say, "So you're not as smart as you think, huh, bitch?"
And you go, I only asked you what time it was. I mean, how hard is that?
Hey, Paul, go get you a 3D printer, man.
No, thanks. I wouldn't take one. If you sent me one free, it could be returned to sender.
I got mine. That's how I got mine. Somebody sent it to me.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexis. That's right.
Yeah, remember
That's a
that.
big
Alexis.
surprise. Crazy person. Fortunately, it's just like everything else. I was really into it for a while. Now it just sits there.
Mm.
Got some medical device hanging over the top of it.
Well, the 3D printer is okay for people that are into it. Otherwise, it's just a big hole that you keep throwing money in.
Depending on what you're
really.
doing. If you're printing stuff you could use, you're not throwing money in it. You're saving money.
Yeah, what money are you talking about? A roll of PLA is what, $20? It's not. It's
You
not.
get you get $10 on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not really an expensive hobby if you're satisfied with the rig you got. I mean, you can upgrade this, that, and the other thing, but I don't know. It's
Well, the
just
biggest
supplies.
expense is just getting a good printer, and then it's
Yeah,
all downhill from there.
the initial
As long,
right.
as long as you maintain it and take care of it.
I mean,
But even if you want to improve it, it's not that expensive. Like I wanted to do a double X-axis, but put the second motor in and this. And these kits are like $50, $40, $80. It's not like it's not all that self-leveling, blah blah blah. None of it's very expensive, really.
No.
I mean, look at your cell phone in your hand. How much does that cost?
yeah,
Nothing.
no,
Can't
but
cost nothing.
it's
It'll
still
Yeah, it's
cost you money.
free.
You had
no. You
no, it's
still
not. You pay taxes on it, and you're paying a monthly fee.
You pay a
You're
monthly
paying taxes
fee.
on it
Well,
somewhere.
you're gonna always pay a monthly fee, but there's what I can't understand is people want to go out and buy the latest and greatest Apple phone. They pay $1,100, $1,200. Then they're gonna pay the
15.
monthly fee to run the son of a bitch.
Yeah, but the ones that get the free phones, you're paying for the phone in the fee because you're paying a higher monthly to get your free phone.
My payment, it did not increase at all.
Yeah, I
That's not
understand
true.
because
That's not
it was
true,
already
Paul.
it's
If you
already
go
in
to
there.
T-Mobile right now, they'll give you an Apple phone for free
yeah.
just
You
to cross over to them. But I end up paying 13 for my Ultra 25 with a $800 discount because I turned in my Ultra 23.
Yeah, but they're gonna also charge you for taxes. You gotta pay something.
Yeah, I'm not paying
Tax up front.
$500 for a $1,300 phone.
Well, like I've said to people, man, if you go from people will say all the time, "Oh man, I don't know how people could spend that much money on a phone." And I'm happy with the $100 phone I got from Walmart. And I'm like, dude, you go from $100 or even a $300 phone and go to a flagship phone, you'll never want to go back, just because of
You ain't going back.
as good as it operates. I mean, it's just going to be 10 times better in every way, faster, more responsive.
I guess it depends. It depends on what you do with your phone.
get more stuff on it. I mean, I must
If
have
you're
about
just doing
4,000 photographs on my phone at the moment.
if you're just doing text and email, and even that's a lot for some people, and use it as a phone, you can get by with anything. Seriously, get by with anything. Even the good mid-range phones, the $500 phones, they'll do anything you want to do, and a lot of them have pretty decent cameras on them. You get like a Google 9A for like $450. That's a damn good phone. A couple of years ago would have been top of the watermark. Just a couple of years ago.
I mean, at the moment, except for maybe a couple of hours each day when the internet comes back on again for a while, all my internet is being done through my phone at the moment.
Yeah, I've been having to do that, unfortunately.
But if you're somebody that does spend a lot of time on your phone, as far as like, watching YouTube, scrolling Facebook, all that stuff, I mean,
Audio book, on the internet.
To me, it's worth having
Yeah.
a good phone over a cheap one.
If you want what you think is a free phone every time, then you got to have a contract. And in that contract is the price of the phone, whether you know it or not. It's there. Nothing's free.
I always stay
over here. They split it, and you actually pay 2 monthly fees, one for the phone and one for the contract now.
I usually stay 2 or 3 generations behind. I just buy my shit outright. So
Yeah,
like
me
right
too.
now, I got an S23 Ultra, and I'll keep that for a while. And I own that. I bought it straight out from Amazon.
Yeah, I'm still on an iPhone 11. I can't be bothered getting one that's going to cost me another fortune.
No, you wait 2, 3 years, then upgrade. You don't need to get one every single year.
I've had this 4 years now.
Yeah, but then I would say you're deserving of an upgrade if you felt like you wanted to get one. You know,
Mm.
that's pretty long time to have a phone, especially by today's standards.
There's not a massive amount of difference between the newer one and the one I've got, except perhaps the retina.
No, you're right. There isn't.
Maybe just
The pro
This OnePlus 9 Pro I'm using right now is 3 years old. I just opened it up and put a new battery in it because it's fine. You know, I mean, it's got an 8-core processor. It's got 12 gigs or 12 gigs of RAM. I don't know. It's fine. You know, it's actually a pretty strong phone. It was their flagship phone 3 years ago, so
well,
it's still a good phone. The hell.
well, that's the thing. The only thing that gets slightly better, I mean, take all the AI bullshit they're putting in the phones now, but what slightly gets better each time is the processor will be a little better and the camera will be a little better, but it's not like a huge, massive upgrade.
yeah, I've got 256 gigs on mine, and that's enough.
I mean, I was watching a guy
I got
compare.
256 as well.
It's nowhere near
I
half
was
full.
talking about RAM, not. This says 256. But yeah, I was talking about the
Yeah,
RAM, not your drive space. It's
I
fine.
watched a guy do a
It's a
comparison of
6.7 inch OLED.
he did a comparison of an S22 versus an S25 Ultra side by side, and I mean, you couldn't really tell a difference in just responsiveness and stuff. And the testing he
Yeah.
was doing on it, it was so close that it was, and those are 4 generations apart or 3 generations apart.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, you're right.
Boone's
Now
on the moon again.
they kind of force you into a new phone though because they stop supporting updates after. Depends on the company. Samsung's 5 years now, but like OnePlus 3 years. You know, it's going to stop updating soon, and they kind of force you into getting a phone if you're worried about security anyway.
Yeah, Samsung and Apple have always seemed to be pretty good at supporting a lot older devices. I mean, they do sometimes they'll go past the 5 year mark on some if there's still a large majority of people using them. Sometimes
Well,
they'll extend it a year or two.
they started doing that a year
Support.
or two ago. They were 3 years, but they went to 5 to separate themselves from the rest. You know.
But, I mean, there's still people that are using some really old Apple phones, and they're still
Sure.
supported as far as the security on them and stuff.
I've still got my iPhone 3, 4,
Yeah, but
5, and 6.
yeah, but they stopped sending them. They stopped writing the newer operating systems to that particular model.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like I'm going to be on. What do I got? 14 on this forever. You know, because they're not going to go beyond that. Android. You know, I got
Yeah,
an Apple tablet at the house. It's not. They're done updating that. You know what I mean? So a while ago, actually.
My iPad's 2020.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I got the iPad just after I got the iPhone 11.
Yeah, and they're already on the M4 chip, I think now, right? They'll be going on the M5 pretty soon, I think.
Well, I mean, if you're really satisfied with your phone and you want to keep using it, there are groups out there that will write. You can root your phone and put the latest and greatest on it, but there's no support for that. You know, I've done that before with an old phone. It was the hell was it? It was a Samsung. Oh, what the hell you call it? It's got the stylus.
Oh, the Ultras or the S. You're talking about like the S9s and the S8s,
Oh, no,
It's
no,
22.
or the Notes. The Notes.
no. Yeah, it was a Note 2.
Yeah, Notes. Yeah, the
Long
Notes.
time ago. But when after they stopped supporting it, there's groups out there where you could download and root the phone and put the new operating system on. Octopus, I think, was one of I forget what it's called. There's a few of them that did it, that still do it. You know, these guys just extend the life of your phone. Then it just becomes kind of fun to play with it. You know.
I only actually ever heard of one other person using a OnePlus phone, and that was Dustin Dunhill. Nobody ever mentions them, and I don't think I've ever heard of them being over here.
What, OnePlus?
Yeah.
I know
pretty big.
Laura had one. Laura had a Google phone for a while. The one thing that the Google phones are really good at and have blown Apple and Samsung out the water is their camera sensors are
Well,
like
it's just
top of the
software.
line.
Those are Pixel phones. He was talking about OnePlus.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
my wife has a Pixel 6a. Now, camera. Google, apparently, Google just did a good job with the software. They could write their camera software. Just did a great job with the hardware that was in it. You could have lesser hardware and still end up with good results. And I actually downloaded a hacked version of their camera software that was rewritten for my phone. You know what I mean? And did I notice a difference? I don't know. Maybe, I guess my eyes aren't that good. But yeah, you'd have single sensor phones or single lens phones competing with or beating the latest Samsung or Apple phone.
Midnight.
Yeah, but that was like the farthest I've ever heard anybody say they like those phones, and that's where it stops. They're like, the camera's fucking awesome, but then they end up hating the rest of it. Like the 3 people I've known that have had that phone, that's every one of them said the same thing. They love
What
the
phone?
camera, but then the Google Pixels, like they
My wife
like.
likes hers. My wife likes hers. I got her a 6A.
Laura was
Mid-range
one of them.
phone.
Laura got rid of hers.
I don't know. Works fine for us. It depends on the model, I guess. Just like anything.
Well, it depends on the user too. I mean, some people will like it, some won't. And Samsung and Apple just kind of have more of a foothold in people's that those have been the phones that have been around the longest, as far as smartphones, so people are comfortable with them. People like one or the other. It's hard to get
People
into
like
that market and wedge between those two.
some people like the less, the less bastardized version of Android too, though. Which obviously, since Google owns Android, they've got the most basic setup, versus the overlay that the other companies put in it to make it their own. I don't know. It just I think the Pixels are fine. Samsungs are fine. They're all good.
Like the one phone I miss the most that I loved the most was my Windows phone. Those phones were so smooth. I mean, but their app store, the only problem with those phones is their app store was absolute garbage. They had not even the basic apps. They didn't have like McDonald's, Walmart, none of just the basic apps anybody would use to go on their daily, purchasing or buying something. Like they didn't
DJ
have
says he has
anything.
an Apple iPhone 3.
That's pretty funny. The first app you mentioned was McDonald's.
Well, I'm just saying, like you know what I'm saying. All the apps.
What's important to Justin? Where am I getting? I need my McDonald's for lunch, and I can't get it on my damn Windows phone.
But that was the thing, though. It was so nice with the computer too. Like it just paired so well with the PC. I really wish they would have just kept it trying and tried to stay in the market a little longer.
Well, buy an iPhone and a Mac.
I don't want an iPhone and a Mac. I like
What,
Apple.
what's that got to do with not having a Windows phone? What kind of a silly statement was that, sir?
That it combined well with Microsoft's computers.
Yeah,
Well,
but I like PC though.
Macs and
Yeah, but
iPads all
Android has
combined together easy.
Android has that too.
Yeah, Android now has very seamlessly pairs with Microsoft. Like there's
Yeah.
almost never any conflicts between the two. Plus they even
I
have
can
the
do
phone link thing you can set up.
Right, phone link. You can answer, send and receive your texts.
Yeah.
But
from
I'm
your
saying
phone to your
for the
PC.
time period when those phones came out, the Windows phones though, they just at that point they were so just perfect with the PC that it was just really nice. I had two of their phones. And they were very smooth. It was a really nice operating system, in my opinion. I mean, very modern looking for the time.
Yeah.
It's just that was their main thing. Like if you watch documentaries on it, it'll tell you that was their main issue is their app store. That's what killed their phones. They just couldn't get their app store together.
Well, people
I mean,
got to
when you-
write the apps, you know.
Right, like they didn't have Amazon on there. They had none of the apps that people use. A lot of them when a lot of the movie apps started coming out, they didn't have any of those. Like their selection was just horrible. I think they could make it. I think they could get back in that market if they were to get that fix and jump back into it.
Yeah, I think they decided the margin wasn't good enough, to be honest. They weren't making enough money on them. I think they were losing money on them. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, Microsoft and Google tend to take a lot of big swings and spend a lot of money on testing stuff, and not they seem to abandon more projects than they end up keeping. Especially Google, they abandon a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
They'll put out a really good program, and a lot of people will start using it, and all of a sudden they'll just shut it down one day. Like, no, we don't want to do it no more.
But
And you can also do remote desktop through Google for free and connect that to your PC. That way you can control your computer on your phone when you're gone. If you want to look something up or, whatever.
Mhm.
It's a good little program. That don't surprise me, Dusty. We've been getting storms nonstop. We had a real nasty one yesterday.
Oh God. What a boring ride this is.
Mhm.
missing a ship, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, did you say you weren't going to get any work done on your scooter now till after Tuesday or something when the new clutch plates arrive?
Yeah, Tuesday looks like. Actually, the generic ones that I bought through eBay that are coming from China, they're going to be here Monday. So because there was a delay with the ones from Honda, they're going to beat them there. But the guys said that it should be there on Tuesday. I'd rather put the Honda ones in. I'll just keep those other ones as spare parts, you know.
Yeah.
But the ones from Honda might not come till late in the afternoon, so hopefully I can get that. I'd like to get it done, and have it for the weekend or have it for the week.
Day off, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I bought that second set on a lark. I just bought. We got out of the doctor's appointment on Tuesday. I said, I wonder if I can get them from Honda. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Guy didn't even know until he looked it up. So, yeah, I can get them. But he expected them in 2 or 3 days. But then, I don't know. Took a little longer. I won't be here till.
So does it actually have any gears, or is it just a variable gearbox?
No, there's a final drive which has gears in it in the rear hub. But no, it's the drive itself is a CV. It's a continuously variable transmission. CV.
Yeah.
You've got a variator in the front, towards the front, which is directly connected to the engine drive shaft. And when that spins, there's roller weights inside of it that work their way out depending on how fast you're spinning. And it's got a plate that rides on the roller and pushes a pulley. It either widens or when you're going slower, or it becomes closer together when you go faster. And what that does is makes your drive belt ride higher. The pulleys are on an angle, and it makes them ride higher, which makes that side bigger. And then the clutch and the rear drive with the clutch weights, that's got a very strong spring behind it. Anyway, what happens there is if the front one is making the belt drive larger, it basically pushes apart the two sides of the pulley in the back, which makes that one smaller, which makes you go faster. So you basically have unlimited speeds,
Yeah.
you know, depending on how fast your motor's going. That's how it works. It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
You know?
DAF had the same thing on some of their cars. They called it a Variamatic, and it was like a belt drive, but the belt went round a cone rather than a single pulley, and it moved further up the cone.
Right. Yep. So all the rest of it's all ready to go. You know, I got the variator, I got the new rollers, I got it all cleaned up. The inside of it all cleaned up. It was a disaster, a mess. I got a new belt, and you know, as far as the clutch bell is concerned in the back and all that, that's all fine. I just need the three. There's 3 of them, and they look like drum brake pads. You know.
Yeah.
And held back with springs, and then they basically the same thing as they spin. When they spin, they force their way out. And and actually, there's always ways to play with this. There's a company called Malassi that makes one that's adjustable. You basically adjust the swing on those things or adjust the spring tension on them, so that, for example, if you want a fast takeoff, they don't engage until your RPMs are above, are higher. So you're basically running at a higher RPM before you take off, which gives you a faster start. I'm not doing any of that. I think stock is just fine. It was set up to be a 2-person scooter. So even though I'm a heavier guy, I think it's already tweaked kind of for me, because I would think that they would think that 290 pounds is 2 people, according to Japan. So it's already fine the way it is, because you play a little game with that balance. Different weight rollers in the variator. Let me see. Wait a second. Look at this. I almost
Yeah, in Japan, they'd be thinking like 290 to 120 pound people.
3 people.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm almost 3 people probably in Japan. But yeah, but you play with that, because if you have it spinning faster on the low, on the low speed end, so that you get more torque and more takeoff, more giddy up, then you lose speed on the top. You don't top out as high. You know what I mean? You play with that balance. You want it more on the low, just like any other. But if you want more on the low end, it's going this way. If you want more on the low end, then you're going to lose some on the top end. And I'm going to use this thing to take the ride up here to see my dad, because I can take it, because the thing will break. If it's set up right, it's supposed to do up to, some people say 75. I've generally seen 73 miles an hour. So, and you can cruise with this thing wide open the whole time, because it's actually designed that way. It's water cooled, and so it keeps the temps down, and just the way it's set up, you can run them with it wide open. It's a lower compression, puts out 19 horses. It does all right. You know, that's actually pretty good for a 250.
Yeah.
The Kawasaki 250 that I got my license on, because they not my bike, you know, it's the school's bike. I looked that up. Their 250 is only 16 horses. So it may not sound like a difference, but it is. Three horsepower is 3 horsepower. When you're only dealing with 16 or 19, that's a nice little. So they're pretty good, especially considering how old that technology, how old that design is. They came out with those things in '86, I believe, and they really didn't change them the whole time. It's like the most copied motor out there. Because all the Chinese scoots after that were all basically copies. That's why I'm able to get parts, because you know, all the 150, 200, and 250 cheap Chinese scoots that are out there, they're basically copies of that drivetrain.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know this is boring, but it's my new hobby again, so I'm getting into it. It's fun.
You ever watch
Kinda cool.
Bikes and Beards, Bill?
What is it?
Bikes and Beards?
No.
He's got a good channel. You probably like it. He does.
Yeah,
He buys a lot of real old bikes too and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like watching those channels sometimes. You know, there's
He's got a fun little channel. I'll send you the link in Messenger.
Yeah. You learn stuff here and there. You pick up little tips, you know. Things like
he just went to an auction in the last video I watched and bought 12 bikes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if it feels any different now that I've replaced the clutch.
Like, I'm not even a bike person at all, but I like watching his channel, and I'm not even into motorcycles like that.
Well, I used to watch Shade Tree Sturgeon quite a bit. He's kind of funny, and it's like the same thing, you know. He's no expert either on wrenching them. You know, he's a shade tree mechanic. You know what I mean? He learns as he goes along, and he's don't get me wrong, he's gotten a lot of experience over the years, but he'll bring in guys that have real experience to work with them on his bikes in his garage. But that's a pretty good channel. It's pretty big, actually. He's out of Tampa.
I'll send it to you too, Mark. You might like it because he like I said, you'll see a lot of older bikes. He's got a good channel.
We have a few programs on TV about restoring old bikes and stuff like that as well.
Like, yeah, and then he does these really fun videos where he'll buy like the cheapest electric bike or the cheapest gas powered motorcycle on Amazon, and then he'll do an unboxing and test it. It's all these like cheap Chinese ones.
I've seen that actually. Yeah, they'll come crate it, and they'll uncrate the whole thing, and I've seen that actually. So I bet you've seen some.
And he did a build off with what's his name from Orange County Choppers a couple months ago on his channel. They had a whole build off. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, Orange County was all right until they split.
So what was funny was he bought one of their bikes at auction from a company that had it. I think it was the Geico bike that they had built back in the day for Geico, the boat racing team. And he like critiqued the shit out of it. And Paul Sr. heard about it, and they interviewed him and asked him about it. And like they were going back and forth, but then they ended up finally meeting, and they ended up becoming buddies. And it was actually a pretty good little series they did. And then they ended up doing this whole build off where they build a bike, each one of their teams.
I used to enjoy that when Paul Sr. was doing it, but when Paul Jr. took over and tried to compete against him, it kind of went downhill.
Oh, when they had that epic fight too, and they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, I still go back every once in a while, watch that fight. I mean, that was like an epic ass fight between them two. And for most reality shows being somewhat staged, that did look 100% real. To be honest with you.
It may have still been staged, but that doesn't mean these two don't argue all the time, which made it made it easy for them to make it look real.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta have some kind of natural ability to act too, without it looking cheesy. Because you can always tell when somebody's being a bad actor. I don't know.
I
I
quite
don't know if
watch.
you can always. I don't know if you can always tell. I've had two ex-wives, Can't always tell.
I
Some
quite
people
like.
can lie. They can lie right to your face. No, be as convincing as can be.
Yeah, he's down in Florida now.
Yeah, I quite like watching that car one as well. Danny's called. His second, something begin with an F or something. The name, I can't remember what it's called now. He's well into early Corvettes and Camaros, but he does all sorts. But it costs a fortune. Take a car in to get it renovated and put back, and it can cost them like $300,000 or $400,000 to get it done.
Hey, Bill, you haven't been to Paul Senior's new place down in Florida yet, have you? Orange County, when they moved down here, Orange County Choppers, he moved the company down here.
No, I didn't even know that. I have no idea. I don't watch that program.
Yeah,
I know who they are, but and I've seen little
really cool bike museum.
Little snippets here and there, but I didn't actually. Yeah, where is it at?
Here, I'll find out with the exact location. No, but yeah, they have like their restaurant is set up like a museum, and they got all this memorabilia in there. It's really cool looking. I've seen videos of it. I just haven't been there. It is.
Speaking of vehicles, when I get to my dad's, there better still be a pickup truck in that driveway.
It's in Clearwater.
Yeah. What?
It'll be a new
Clearwater. Clearwater's a pretty good ride from here. But maybe someday.
Yeah, they got OCC Roadhouse and Museum, where you can go in and look at like all these different bikes and everything and stuff from the show. And then they have another restaurant, I think, called Orange County Choppers. I think it's all in the same. Yeah, it's all in the same complex.
My dad was talking about. Oh, I've had that truck about 6 months now. The one that's in his driveway. He's like, Dad, you bought it last month. Last month. It's like he was daydreaming about getting a Mustang again. You've heard. It's like, you've in the last 6 months you've had two of them. No. Yeah. And I had to show him the pictures with the dates on them. He actually said maybe you need to start taking over my money. You think? Holy crap! So this is one of the reasons I got to go at least every other week and keep calling him and make sure he doesn't drift off and go buy another vehicle. It'd be different if he was buying different vehicles, but he keeps going back and forth between Mustang GTs and brand new F-150s. Oh God! How is this better than your black one? Oh, this one's red.
You know whose car collection would be cool to see in person? Would be Jay Leno's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy with a channel who does stuff like that, and he went round Jay Leno's garage, showed everything that was in there. Been awesome it is.
Yeah, he's got some crazy fucking money in that thing.
Jeff Dunham's got quite a decent collection as well.
He's got that Chrysler rocket car too. I saw from the one video. The one that actually has a jet engine in it, not rocket car.
Oh
jet
yeah,
engine.
I watched a documentary on that. That was an interesting little car.
Yeah, there's only how many of them are there in existence today, and he's got one of them.
Yeah, there was like I think only like a couple hundred made, wasn't there? And then they picked like random families to test them out.
Right.
I think it was for like a year or something, and then they came and picked them up. A bunch of them got destroyed. Yeah, not very many survive.
Yeah, I think what's it? Jeff Dunham's got one of the Batmobiles from one of the films.
Oh, think about it, dude. You got cars in there like that. You got to have like engineers / mechanics working in there to keep some of that shit running.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he's got a staff. You know, I'm sure he's got a head mechanic and a couple of part-time helpers keeping all that stuff going.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. So I'm sure they probably run the cars, the cycle, the oil, and all that all the time. And I'm sure there's this whole maintenance schedule for them cars.
People don't understand. You got to refresh all that stuff. You can't just let that shit sit.
That's what I'm saying. Those cars
builds up.
are on a strict maintenance schedule, I guarantee.
Even if they're not being driven.
Yep. They're at least getting all the oil and all that done to them.
And Jay Leno's got quite a lot of motorbikes as well as cars.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
He's got like a collection you would think like a Middle Eastern sheik would have, you know.
Hey, if all things go well, maybe the next time I come up here, which should be a week, 2 weeks, maybe I'll bring the Scooty up and I already set it up so that I can put the phone mount on it and I can broadcast so you guys can see the back way to my dad's house, because that's the way, like I said, I could take it on the highway, but that doesn't mean I want to, There's just a prettier way to come up here, but it adds about 15 minutes to your drive, Just so what? When you're talking about 2 hours versus an hour and 45 minutes, and just enjoy the trip through the country. Because that's basically what we do. We skip 95 and we go up to these I shouldn't say country roads. Speed limit 65 on a couple of stretches of, So.
Yeah, it's not like me.
TJ, shift leads are considered managers, you're just non-salary.
Hey, Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
You had a good show last night, except for the part where we heard about Art crashing the kids' party and stealing one of the gift bags.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on, what?
Yeah.
hold on, explain this.
And then hamster disturbing story. That was disturbing.
Yeah, that was Well, you didn't like the racket story? That everybody knows that. That's the first time you heard that, Joe?
That's the first time I heard that one.
Oh yeah, no, that was big on the internet. That was a big spoof. You guys have probably had to have heard that about the guy that went into the doctor's office with a broken nose and burns on his face, and it had to do with felching. You guys don't know that? Oh my goodness gracious! That was all over the beginnings of the internet. The guy lit a match to try to get the gerbil to come out.
That didn't turn out to be true, though, right?
No, it's not true. No, it's just an urban legend.
It was disturbing.
An urban legend. But no, that's been around a long time. 1998, I think that.
Oh God, dude,
origins of that story.
The South Park
the better
episode
part of it
talking
was
about
Art,
that
man.
story.
Art was proud of that gift bag he got at that kid's party.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a kid's party. It was his company picnic. He went to the company to look, and he goes, "I got a gift bag," and he starts pulling this shit out. It's like, this is all stuff that's in the counter at the kids' arcade at my bowling center.
Right.
You know what I mean? Little axolotl doll, a little axolotl figurine, and little bags of Swedish fish, and I was like, that's your gift bag from where you work.
All I could do was picture all the kids in line and Art just saying, "Well, I could fit in," and it's kind of sliding sideways.
Well, somebody probably saw him and they mistook him, handed him the wrong bag. It had a bottle of bubbles, to make the blow bubbles and like that. Yeah, it was.
He was having a blast.
Sitting there playing with it. Yeah, but he was happy. He was sitting there playing with it on cameras.
I know.
Blowing bubbles and eating his Starburst. No, what was it? Skittles. Little bag of Skittles. Little bag of M&Ms. It's like I got all this in the counter. I was just handing this stuff out to kids just yesterday. So whatever. It was cute. Lon nonchalant, humble bragging. Oh, wow, the last company party I went to. What did you say were in the bag?
Hmm.
What did you say? You go, they gave us all, what the hell was it? It was a device. It was an electronic device. Everybody got one. You know, yeah. Not like
Yeah.
an iPhone, but something along those lines. Like, oh, and you're getting little bags of candy.
Gave you Skittles. I actually think Art got in the wrong line. You know, that's what it was.
I think he sat at the wrong table too. You know, it was easier to get it. You know, sit in front of the little card table on the side. You know.
Overflow
Yeah,
room.
yeah, Joe, you're old enough to remember that. The kids had their own table. Had a
Right.
little card table where they'd set up when we had the big family get-togethers. Sit at the kids' table.
Yeah, the kids couldn't wait to get to the big table.
Yeah, until you actually sat at it, then you realized your grandmother wasn't going to let you get your elbows off the table. Don't ask last thing of any, like just one
Yeah, your
pork
first seat was
Don't
next to
ask
your
for it.
grandmother within arm's reach.
Yeah, it was, no, you can't have anything to drink until you're done. You'd be sitting there, no bread until you're done, because you don't want to fill up on bread. So who the hell wants it then? I don't even understand that. You know, having spaghetti, this beautiful sauce, and I can't have a little Italian bread with it. No, you'll fill up on the bread. No, you can't have. I'm choking to death. Can I have a soda?
No.
Yeah, no. Get your elbows off the table.
Ruin your meal.
Like, put me back at the card table. Yeah, put me back at the card table.
Ruin your meal. Stop. Just choke a little. You'll be all right.
You know, I laugh, but you know what? They don't teach kids table manners anymore. You know, as long as you're not throwing your food on the floor, they're happy.
Well, most of the kids don't eat at the table anyway.
Well, my grandmother, she was like, this thing is, you don't ask for the last of anything. You know what I mean? What if somebody else wants it? I don't give a shit if somebody else wants it. I want it. You know, but anyway, like it'd be the last thing there. So I'd have to. We had a little thing, Mike. I told my brother, Mike, ask for that last pork chop. Because what you would do is, oh, you want the last one? That's not right. You want the last one? Here, Billy, you take it. So that's how we figured it. We figured it out.
Yeah, it's a plan. Always a plan.
Yep.
Yeah, my grandmother always had food. I'd walk in the house and sit there and say, "Are you hungry?" "No, I'm not hungry." "Well, have a seat and get some food." "I thought I'm not hungry. I'm good." "Okay. You need something to drink?" "No." "Okay, let me fix you something to eat. I'm not hungry." "Okay, here's your plate." You know.
Yeah, no, Italians are good for that. You know, if you're not eating, you're insulting them.
I know. I'd get a plate no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah, if you ever go up north and you go to a Puerto Rican's house and they ask you if you want something to eat, you better say yes. Because if you say no,
I'll be back in a few minutes.
They feel disrespected if you tell them no.
No, a lot of Latin
He's gonna try to
countries,
make that
European,
ship. Look at that ship.
huh?
He's gonna try to make that ship.
Who Paul is?
Yeah, that ship made that turn already. He ain't even out the house. 7 P's. Telling you.
Yeah, but there might be one coming behind it though.
No, he probably realized he wants this ship, so he's freaking out, so he's running now.
Because he said there was a whole bunch of them coming down earlier. He said there's a bunch on the water today.
Does he back into his driveway or back out of his driveway?
I think he just drives into his garage. I'm not entirely
I think
sure.
he drives in, so he backs out. So, you know, in a hurry like that, he might get a couple squirrels. Two less to feed, you know?
Yeah, okay, let him in.
It's like a whole new squirrel thing. You're backing out, you get thump thump squirrel. Squirrel mush.
I just hope he's not wearing the pants he glued together.
Oh, damn.
You know that glue only good for one more Krispy Kreme donut.
ultimately make you chairman, come May, but in terms of the broad.
Tell you
Hey,
how people
Jonathan,
driving.
I'm a consistent on that Krispy Kreme with him.
What kind of growth?
People drive in park really change with modern vehicles. I've never in my life seen more people back into parking. Ever since they came up with backup cameras, now everybody's an expert at backing into their parking spot. Have you guys even taken notice of that? Everybody needs to park back into their parking spot for some reason.
I learned
Yeah,
how to
I
back
noticed
up
a
when I
lot
was
more
driving
people
an
do it.
ambulance. You had to back up that ambulance all the time. I don't park straight if I don't have to. I don't have a backup camera, and I whip it right in.
Yeah, well, you're an old school driver. I'm just talking about
Yeah.
mediocre drivers that they're lucky if they can parallel park, or all of a sudden you'll see women that can barely see out of their pickup truck backing them into parking spots.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
like the backup cameras. They're confusing to me. It's hard to.
Oh,
I just. I don't. I'd rather be able to see what I'm looking at. You know that. Not look through a camera.
Yeah, that
You get
beeping noise
used.
always throws me off when you're getting close to when you backing in, you get close to something.
Oh,
Get
they're good. They're really good. I watch them. You know, I've had a couple of rentals in the past where I've used it and backed up, and that thing lines it up perfect. You know, my son's truck has that backup camera. When I drove it a few times, I mean, it lines up perfect. But it's something you got to get used to, looking forward and backing up. You know,
All right, you got to get
That's,
used to having it.
I'm always turning around looking, then I can't see the backup camera. What the hell? You know, it defeats my purpose.
Just makes it easy. You get older, it's hard to crane your neck all the way the hell around. I mean, I know you should be using your mirrors as well, but I don't know. I still like to twist around and look behind me, mirrors or not. Got plenty of mirrors in this pickup truck, but of course it's got a tailgate. You can't see it. With the camera, now you got every angle you can look at. You know, if you hit something, it's your fault.
I always thought those overhead cameras like your dad's car has was pretty cool.
What's that?
The one overhead camera, remember your dad's car had it?
Oh yeah, I wish you paid
That
attention to that
those
stuff.
yeah, those things are pretty cool though.
No, I know. You got a 360 view of everything around you.
Yeah.
Again, if you hit something with one of those, you're just trying to hit something. You know. Not only that, it's got sensors that are beeping and telling you're about to hit something.
Yeah.
Hey, that ship he's going to fly right now got a lot more shit on it than normal. Got a lot of shit to get around. Looks like
Well,
it's
like I
got a lot
said,
more radar on the back too.
well, like I said this morning, he said there was a bunch of them coming down, and they're not allowed to pass each other, so they have to go through there one
Look,
at a time.
Justin, you see that big green tree right there? That's the tree he hit going sideways, thinking he was over the middle of the road.
Yeah, I remember that.
He almost did it again the other day.
Oh, he
When he
almost
was
hit that
flying, he
tree again?
zoomed in and he was going sideways, following that touch and go.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you zoom in to remember to zoom out because I'll throw you way off.
He needs to quit doing that. Just quit. I almost did it with the Mavic 3 a couple of weeks ago. I was backing up trying to get a shot, and I was in a bend of a river that was a little tighter than usual, and all I saw was green coming up on me quick. I just went up and forward to get out the way. If I would have went another maybe foot, I would have been in the trees.
I'm gonna try that place sometime. The little gas station it's called Cuban Sub. They got Cuban sandwiches. I have to try that out. See?
That's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Yeah, Cuban subs are good if you get them in the right place.
Yep. Cuban sandwiches, Cuban Sub, love it. Little
I
holes in
haven't
the
had
walls
one
like
in a
that, you
long
find
time.
little holes in the walls like that, you find the best.
When I worked EMS, they had a little place that the guy used to do Chinese food, like Mandarin chicken and all of this. And it was a little hole in the wall underneath the interstate. The building needed a paint job. It just looked disgusting on the outside. Inside, you could tell it was clean. But we used to go there, stop at the ambulance and get the stuff to go home. And it was cheap, real cheap. And the guy would cut his chicken up batter it and do all this stuff there. So everything was fresh, wasn't pre-made. And I mean, if you passed this thing and saw it, you wouldn't want to eat that. But when you ate there, you were glad you did.
Yep.
That was a regular Friday for me when I was going home. I call the wife and tell her, "Hey, I'm bringing home Chinese food. Don't do anything." I stopped there for $8 because they gave us a discount. $8, I get 2 big containers of Mandarin chicken with fried rice and everything. I'd come up as soon as they see me get out the unit. Mandarin chicken? Yeah, that's it. And he made the best Mandarin chicken I had in a long time. The guy ran it for about 4 years. His daughter ran the counter, and it was about 4 years into it, he died, and it just shut down. Every place I find that has good Mandarin chicken, the guy dies after about 4 years.
You know what? Maybe you shouldn't eat so much Mandarin chicken then.
I'm telling you.
I'm a little concerned.
I haven't had it in so long. I've been craving it, you know.
It's so good, but it'll kill you. There's a place like that in town here. I'm sitting there considering maybe eating it. Not like that. It's not Chinese. It's a like a smokehouse barbecue. You know, barbecue. Granny's Smokehouse. Granny's Smokehouse and Barbecue, and it looks like this rundown cottage. You know, like summer cottage that they convert, which is what it is. That they converted into this restaurant. They have limited tables, a lot of takeout, but the servings are ridiculously huge, reasonably priced, and all fresh. They smoke all their meats there, and their ribs and their pulled pork, and maybe I'll go there. You know, no AC inside the place. I mean, they just save money. Yeah, but the food. Yeah. What a rundown, crappy looking place. They actually took used steel roofing, you know, corrugated zinc coated, galvanized roofing, and when it wears out, you know, it starts to rust a little bit. They sealed it and they used it as like a wainscoting around the inside of the place. I mean, to just enhance the look of a shack. You know what I mean? That's their motif.
While I was inching down the side of the ship, the seagull come out of nowhere right across the drone. Didn't hit the drone, but it was close.
Hey, good time today. Be sure I didn't even tell him I left. I'd be surprised, I guess.
When you pull up and he's got a Mustang in the driveway.
I was gonna kill him. I'll have to. I'll have to POA him. It's crazy. It's seriously crazy.
You start to worry when you pull up and he's got a cyber truck in the driveway.
Oh, Lord.
He's not a believer in electric vehicles.
All right. Well, they do an electric Mustang now, don't they?
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
Mm.
You know, I mean, it's a fine looking little electric vehicle. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's not a Mustang. And it doesn't. It's so far removed from what a Mustang looks like. I don't even get that. Like Lon was talking about getting that new Charger.
Yeah, Charger EV. Yeah.
And it at least looks like the Challenger Charger series. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
he's a little concerned because it's a first year model. But you know what? They're owned by Stellantis. They got plenty of experience with electric vehicles, so it's not like it's actually new.
Well, Subaru did the same thing when they changed the Impreza from its rally car into the new one where it was a hatchback. They spoilt that.
Well, there's, like I said, there's nothing Mustang looking about that vehicle really, besides the logo.
Besides that, it'll turn up the Ranger.
That's the mistake they made. If they would have actually made it look like a Mustang, I'm sure it would have sold better, or would sell better. Funny you should say that. I just saw one. Just went by on the left side. Huh. It looks more like a Tesla than it does a Mustang.
Mm. That Ranger looks nice.
What, the Ranger? Ranger's a nice. That's a nice truck. I don't know if I'm ready for full EV, but I'll tell you, hybrids are not a mistake. You know, we've been doing hybrids for a long time, and I think they do a good job with them. And like the Ford Maverick hybrid, getting 40 miles a gallon. Yeah,
those are good little trucks.
Yep.
My old boss was telling me that they've had them for about a year now, and he said that they've been really good for work trucks.
There you go. 40 something miles a gallon around town in a little pickup truck. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the Virgin engineer.
He's been in the chat for 2 hours and ain't come on. He ain't at work yet.
The Virgin engineer turned up in an electric transit. I think Amazon use a lot of them now, don't they?
The electric ones, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big dude. They have these ones that are the size of a UPS truck, and they're silent as shit.
Yeah.
They will sneak up on you.
Hey, Justin.
What?
I'm so tempted to walk down to the bottom of them steps and fly that drone.
Just go on your balcony, fly it from there.
Last time I flew one from that balcony, it went flying all over the place. When it got close to the building, that was the Neo, though. The Neo. I ain't flying shit till I can get out and walk on my own. Because I don't want to have to go walk and get it, you know?
Well, that's what Johnny's there for.
I'll wait till I'm back in almost not 100%. I gotta really be careful for 8 days. Because like I said, in 8 days, I gotta be shooting these pictures.
Yeah.
Coach, a couple people asked, is he gonna be able to do it? Coach told him, did you work the game with having a heart attack? What do you think? Worked the whole game with an 85% blockage, having a heart attack, thinking it was indigestion. Got home, ate canes, went to bed, woke up the next morning, was fine. Next day, went and flew the drone, had a little bit of chest issue, thought it was acid reflux, still having the same kind of issue. Monday morning, woke up, said, okay, let's go. It's too long. 85% blockage. I've been having a heart attack for 3 days. It wasn't bad enough to kill me, but it was bad enough to let me know I was having one. I had one. I don't know if y'all knew this, Bill. When they did the graft surgery on my leg, the day they did the surgery, when they pushed me over into when I had to slide over into the bed, my regular bed, as I was sliding back, I said, "Wait, hold on a second, man, a little chest discomfort, like that." And they looked at me and they said, "Well, you feeling it anywhere else?" I said, "Hold on, let me think." I said, "It could just be that's artery stealing oxygen." I said, "I do feel it in the back of both arms, like that." And they said, you need a nitro or anything? I said, hold on, it's going away. It went away. They did a troponin level. Damn, if I didn't have a little mini heart attack.
Wow.
My troponins went up to 193. Anything over 78 means you're having a heart attack. The Dr. Arena, that used to be my cardiologist, walked in and said, well, at least you're in the right place and you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
I said, you're right. So had the graft surgery, had 2 surgeries, Had a little mini heart attack, everything else while I was there.
Well, you know what? If they fail at their job, it's not like you can demand a refund.
No, you're right. I think they did fail on one thing. They waited 3 days before they gave me antibiotics on the lake. And I think that's what caused all the skin to die and to get infected. And one of the home health nurses said the same thing. She says, I'm not the suing kind of person. She says, but if they would have gave you antibiotics right off the bat, you probably wouldn't have a issue that big.
That's
And I
hard
said,
to
yeah, I
say.
already know, but as long as it's healing, I'm good. Let it get done.
Every time I come up here, I wish I had cash on me because I pass those stands with fresh peaches and tomatoes, and plums, and
You'd
whatever
be
else.
surprised though how many of them actually take card now. They just get
Yeah,
those.
you're right.
They use those little programs now, like Squarespace and all those. I
Yeah.
think it's Squarespace or
Where?
Square. Square.
Where?
Shines,
Yeah.
all of those.
There's a guy that has a big old fruit stand and he sells jelly and fruit out in the middle of nowhere on 60. And he even takes cards. He just goes to the app, punches in how much, and then you just scans your card.
60 is another way I can take to get up here, actually. You could go up US 1 and then pick up 60 in Bureau and come across. I like to go 441, and I don't know, there's back ways to go.
Highway
But
60 is kind of just desolate most of the way.
60, yeah, 60 is not, from
But
Bureau to where you head north, it just looks like a highway. You know what I mean? There's nothing attractive about it. That's why I'd rather go the other way.
yeah, when I like from Lake Wells all the way out to Yeehaw Junction, there's really nothing.
Yeah.
It's just empty farmland.
Well, even farmland's okay if there's something going on or cattle
You see a lot of cattle along 60.
Yeah.
Not a lot of growth out there, though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, in a way, that's good too, because during certain times of the year, you get pelted by all kinds of flying creatures that are covered in pollen and stuff. I remember coming up on my Harley the one time by the time I got here, it looked like I was in a paintball fight. The yellow and purple and blue and all these different colors all over the front of my vehicle.
Oh yeah, love bug season, man. They fucking
Oh,
make a mess
that's
of
all
your car.
black. Yeah, no, that's all black. You end up looking like an everything bagel by the time you get there. Yeah, it already passed, I guess. I didn't get hit with any bugs on the way up here today. 2 weeks ago, I was hitting love bugs.
I had a package come in from Amazon yesterday. Bitch put it in my mailbox. Now I got to go downstairs, down the steps to get it out the mailbox. This is the hip treats for the dog, and I can't leave him in the heat. I'm gonna have to get the girl across the hall
How
to
did
do it.
she get it into your mailbox? Aren't those locked?
Well, they drop it down, they open it up. It came through the mail. Oh, my mailbox is crazy. You put my key in mine and pull it, and all of them open up. I can look at everybody's if I want it.
You got some master key.
No, it's just mine. It's just it doesn't lock in place good. So if you pull it, the whole thing will lift like they do down where you can drop stuff in. Because one day they said they delivered something to me. I opened it up, it wasn't in there. And then I said, "You should put it in the wrong one." I pulled it, looked at it, it was in the one next to me. Mark White.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to walk down the stairs, at least go get that, or get Tiffany across the hall to get it.
Our mail lady did that twice to us in our old neighborhood. Everybody's mail was one mailbox behind.
Yeah, that's
got all
funny.
these people out there walking each other's mail to each other because she did it 2 different times. in a 1 week period.
Oh, by the way, that ice machine is making ice, but it's not making it as fast as it used to. It's making it, but it's taking so
Yeah, but
long to
the
make.
good thing about you though is you live in an apartment. Just call them and tell them you want a new fridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Come
break down and
fix
get
it.
them to come do it.
They'll have to
It's
replace that
just
shit.
it's such a hassle because I got to move the dogs out the way. They got to move it around and all of that. It's just a pain in the ass, you know. But it should be an easy fix. They'll
They
probably
might
The
just
not
ice
even
change it
maker?
out.
fixed it though. Some apartment
Yeah, it's ice
complexes.
maker in the machine. The other day, what happened was I had been using it for a long time, and when I used it the other day, I emptied out the old ice, and I was starting the ice, and I went in there. That whole bin that the ice falls in was full of water and frozen, where something had jammed up somewhere and was just leaking. So I turned it all off, got it out, melted it out, and then I got a hot air gun and blew all that stuff off and found all the traces of ice in there, and it's dropping it. But it used to I used to hear it every about 30 minutes. I'm hearing it now about every 2 hours. It's not as fast as it was.
How about the filter? When was the filter last changed?
You really want to know?
Well, that might be the problem. You don't have any water pressure going through.
Is that the original fridge since you've been living there?
Yeah, I've been here
Oh
16
yeah, dude.
years.
Go call them, bug them, dude. They might just bring you a whole new fridge. They're not even gonna fix that damn thing.
Yeah, that'd be
So
cool.
battery on my phone went. I've had it plugged into my power bank, and I forgot to switch the bloody power bank on.
The filter would be in the unit in here or outside the unit in the back, and in it, right inside.
Inside, yeah.
It'd be inside.
Well,
Usually they're on the back of the. Like ours
well,
screws into the back of the refrigerator.
I'll go look a little bit. I might be able to take it out and change it or something myself.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. No, they pop out. There's a little door. They pop out. I think mine's at the
Yeah,
bottom, actually.
it might be. Because like I said, I had a little sheet of ice that was catching the arm. So instead of it was getting water through it, but it was draining into the pan. And thank God it was cold enough that it was freezing and not running all over the place.
Yeah.
Almost made me buy a little crushed ice maker. I said, I ain't buying shit. They could put a new one in.
Oh,
But that
dude, those little
refrigerator
ice
works
machines are
beautiful,
nice
you
though.
know. Well, Johnny said he had one under his counter. He asked me if I wanted to use it. I'm thinking about him coming over bringing it to me.
I think Ninja makes an ice machine. I think it was Ninja.
Well, like a countertop ice maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
No. Must be a different brand I'm thinking of. They don't actually have one.
Yeah. Huh.
Wait,
So look,
do they? Oh yeah, they
I
do.
think I think
No.
I think that you see this little piece of strip right here. The little piece of strip is they print on every one of them. The first layer that shows you what the filament is, right? They got a guy that found a thing that he could print that clips onto the side of the machine that he takes these off and sticks it in there. And he says, "Now I don't know why I'm keeping them. It just looks cool." You know? He says the dumbest thing to print, but it's just cool. He said, "I think I'm gonna layer it all down the machine. So every time I got one, I'm gonna put them in there and fill it all up." You know. I printed a different kind of riser. Randy has one that's a big lip all the way around.
I sent
It's a little
Randy
bit
a
different.
video yesterday of a 3D printed roller coaster model. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just 4 blocks that fit on the corner. Then the plate goes up a little bit higher just to give it a little bit of gap, you know? So you got some airflow. I'm amazed at this P1S. This thing. Justin, I should listen to y'all 2 years ago.
I told you.
But you know what? 2 years ago, they weren't the same. It's like DJI drones. When I first started, I came in with the Air 2S. Vada
To
came
be
in with
fair, though,
with
Bamboo didn't really have a lot of problems out the gate when they first came out. They did have that recall for the power cord, but that
Yeah.
wasn't nothing to have to do with the quality of the printer itself. It was just they used a bad cable, and they did the recall and replaced them for people.
We're gonna get Paul. I'm gonna send you my Anchor Mate printer.
No,
But
thank you.
their software and everything has seemed to be very solid since the beginning.
I appreciate it, but no, thank you.
Come on, Paul.
Nope. Nope.
You keep you busy.
No. Like I'm not busy enough as it is.
What do you do, Paul? Eat
Like,
donuts.
like when just when Mike went from printing on those two Ender 3s, and then he got his printer. I think he got the same one you got.
Yeah.
Dude, his production level just exponentially jumped up when he got that printer.
Well, I can tell you straight out right now, this is a fact, Jack. That Marine Corps comes through with the money sometime this year, and I buy a house, I'm gonna make sure I have 1 bedroom. I'm gonna turn it into a print farm. I'll put about 3 more of these things in there, and then I'll start making the little things, like the Dragon Balls and all that shit. And then I'll start going down on the weekends, down to the trailhead and selling them there.
All right, there's still a red pickup truck in the driveway. Look at that! Hooray!
Yeah, wait till you open and find out that in the back of the house or in the garage, you got the Galaxy. Never mind.
Yeah, the Galaxy's in the garage. Yeah.
Well, you
Taking
better
up
open that
everything.
just in case. He may have traded that in for the Mustang.
Well, that I wouldn't mind actually. My car was that was a waste of money. It just sits in the garage forever and ever.
What's up, Trevor? I've seen you in a minute.
Yeah, I had a 60 Galaxy 500, my first car. I wish I still had it. I liked it.
Oh, it's a nice car. Don't get me wrong. There was a point he actually offered it to me to use as my daily driver when I was thinking about trading my.
Yeah, I remember that months ago, and I thought
Yeah.
you were going to take it home, and you never did.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he says that one week and then forgets it the next. I wouldn't want that for my daily driver. That's crazy. All right, I'm here. I gotta pee.
No,
Okay,
that's
buddy.
something
You
you
guys have
register as an antique.
Yeah, oh,
see you
yeah.
later.
Yeah. Plus, I'd like that garage kept too. That's another thing. It's got a brand new top on it, new paint. All. It's like you'd like to protect it, so I'd have to do something for that. It's crazy. Anyway, you guys
have a good day.
have a wonderful day. Take her easy, guys. Visit. Thanks, Jonathan. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, plus if you register a car as an antique, you can only drive it so many miles a year anyway. To have the antique plate on there.
Paul, you catch a ship?
Yep.
That's
Well, you
your
think you was gonna
sixth
make
one today?
That's number 6.
How many more you plan on getting today?
I'm done.
Man, come on, make a record. You need to make a new record. What's your best in one day?
an even 10?
Yeah, what's your best in one day?
6.
Oh, come on. You said you got a bunch more coming down. Let's hit number 10. Come on.
No.
See if you can pump out 10 today.
Now you're getting like Joe. Do this, do
No.
that.
No. Let's see if you can get to number 10 today. Come on.
Nope. You know why I say no? Because I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know how many I have edited so far? 2.
It's only 11 o'clock. You got time.
Yeah,
It only takes
by
you.
3 or 4 o'clock, I'll
How
have
long
it
does
all
it take you to edit one video? Can't take you
Oh.
that long.
about an hour and 15 minutes.
What?
Yep.
Dude, I could edit one of your videos in like 10 minutes.
Well,
Because you use the same music, which is easy. That's an easy overlay. And then you just do your cuts real quick and add your beginning and your end. Shouldn't take that long to do. Like when you're doing basic editing, it's real fast. when you're not like
Hey,
doing color
Paul,
grading and
don't
all that crazy
patronize
shit.
us. Don't
Uh-huh.
patronize me. 'Cause I
Uh-huh.
guarantee you, I could edit your videos in 8 minutes because you're
Oh, I
nothing but a
used to.
one-shot simple video. I could do a Vada 3-minute video, 4-minute video in 15 minutes. Have it up on the internet in 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, don't make it harder than it is because it's not. You don't do
Well,
any elaborate
first
editing.
of all, you have to do is you have to shorten the front of it and get it down in size.
Yeah, all you do is
Because
cut it right there.
you got to speed it up, and then you got to do several cuts throughout. Speed it up, slow down. Speed it up, slow down.
Why are you speeding it up and slowing it down?
Because otherwise, it doesn't look smooth.
It does look smooth.
Well, you're watching it after I've edited it.
But
Yeah, we know.
when you show us the raw video, it's smooth.
Well, it's hard to see. Yeah, every once in a while you'll have like a weird movement or something you've done, or the drone did
Yeah, that's
some
because
weird
he's
movement.
editing. It's because he's cutting
Right.
in. He's cutting here, and then he's speeding it up to the next spot, so it's jumping.
Hey,
That's
turn
where
that
it's
off.
not smooth. Whereas if he's flying around that ship and it's a 3-minute video, one time you got nothing to do
Yeah.
but change your color, and he's not doing that. All you got to do is add his intro, his music, his exit, and he's done. 8 minutes.
Shit, Matt would spend days on a fucking video. I'm like,
I don't see how you're spending an hour on that, Paul, unless you're eating Boston creams in between.
No, I'm not.
Oh, we saw you eating them earlier.
No, I didn't have a Boston cream.
You want me to go back and
Isn't
show
Mark
you?
already in here?
That must be in your
Where we going?
memory.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get you a timestamp. You want me to go look?
No, thanks.
Oh, I hope that's Mark because I sure hit the button.
It might be Mark.
It's me.
yeah, he
Okay.
dropped out a couple times.
Yeah, I let the battery run down on my phone.
That's
I
what
plugged
you
it in.
said.
Yeah, I plugged it into my battery charger, my power.
But your battery charger wasn't
bank.
plugged in, right?
No, it wasn't switched on. The power bank outside. So I brought it inside and put it on the fast charger.
You better stop sassing me like that.
Dude, you can't
Did
put a phone
you
on a
heard him?
regular old phone charger anymore. They'll just
No, it's
take
not an
way
old
too
phone
far.
charger.
No, you got to go at least minimum 18 watts on most phones these days.
Yeah. No, it's a big.
I use my DJI chargers for my phone. It charges it super
Yeah.
fast too.
Yeah, because
That's
if you
what.
got the S25, you're going to have 45 watt charging. I think, unless they've upped it since then. Let me look.
No, I
Mine's.
got an 80-watt Samsung charger.
Yeah, but your phone's only going to charge to the speed that it's allotted
Yeah.
to, like whatever its max is.
Yeah, but I've got it plugged into a 65-watt charger in the house. I have got a PD.
Oh no, you're running
type socket
65
on
watt
me.
on
Yeah,
the
I've got a
S25.
PD socket. What's it? A C type, but I didn't have a spare C type lead to plug it into the power bank, so I'll just leave it charging in the house for a bit. It's up to 6% now already.
Yeah, see, like my phone is the S23 Ultra. It only does 45 watt charging, but they've upped it to 65 watt on the S25s. That's fucking quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, if I plug mine into like like an 18 or 20 or 25 watt, it will say fast charging, but then when I plug it into my 45 watt, it will say super fast charging. But I can't even plug my phone into my computer. It will tell me like it's going to take 6 hours to charge and shit because it's so low voltage. Because those USB ports are just so low in wattage.
Yeah, I can't plug mine to my laptop. It's slow motion.
Yeah. Some of the newer computers are finally starting to come out with like high wattage USB ports on them, but That's
I
just
have
like
to
the
get
ones
with
in our
Randy.
car. I can't use. They're too slow.
I'm gonna have to get with Randy about the maintenance on this thing because I'm looking at all this crap. You got to get the little, you got to make a little grease tool to grease the things and everything else.
I gotta do too much with them things, man. Nope.
It's not that hard. It's really not that bad.
Listen to who's saying this, Mister Every Problem in the Book.
Yeah.
That was with the other one. This one I'm not having any issues with.
What the hell?
I'm looking at all the little things you got to have.
8.
Yeah, okay, that's even better. That's a grease nozzle syringe. There you go. Actually, I got some little bitty syringes in there. I could put the grease in and use that. That defeats that purpose. You see what I mean?
Put the stove in. I just had him drop it in the front door because I wasn't done cleaning behind it. Told him I said I'll put it in. All I gotta do is plug it in and slide it in there.
Yeah, I weighed myself this morning. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Well, I weigh
227.
227.
227.
Not bad.
That's a total of 70 pounds since I've started losing weight.
That's good.
Now, if I get the stomach from being freaking bloated, I mean, I'm full of gas. I'm gonna have to start taking some gas, like maybe get some of that out of here.
You gotta stop eating
Hey,
late night.
Yeah.
I don't eat past when I'm home. I don't eat past like 7 o'clock, and that's usually just the frozen fruit. That's probably what's bloating me.
So
The more I think about it.
you didn't gave up on your turkey sandwiches?
Well, that was free. That was free in the hospital. I had to get one in. You know? Shit. I had a nurse that would. I mean, I'd be laying there at 9:45. The door would open up. Here you go, baby. Put my turkey sandwich on my counter. Thank you, my love.
That's why you ain't want to leave up out of there. Too many women
Yeah,
running around.
Key came in here one day. She came in one day, put it down in front of me. She said, I'm coming. The tech can't do it. I'm gonna do your blood pressure. Here's your turkey sandwich. I said, you know how much I love you. She goes, I love you too, baby. That's why I'm always in here with you.
Mr. Sweet Talk.
Oh shoot. They had one girl came in the night before I left. They saved her. So they kept her out of my room. Let's put it that way. And when
Why?
she walked in, she was real bubbly. She was probably about 26. She came
Mm-hmm.
in, she goes, excuse me, I'm looking for something. I said, well, where the hell you been all my life? She goes, I said, I've been here 18 days. Where you been? She says, I've been here. I'm on the other side. I said, well, you need to come on this side. Like that. She was looking for a commode for another room. So I had one in mind, the portable one. I said, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not using it, take it, you know? She goes, you saved my life. And she gave me a name, shook my hand and all this, got to talking. And she saw my hat and said, USA drone fly. She goes, you fly drones? I said, yeah. Come back and talk to me. Like that. She came
Oh,
back and talked to me and that. She subscribed to my thing. Lord, this girl, if I'd have stayed in the hospital another week to talk to her.
so you in the hospital getting subscribers?
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
I got about 40 subscribers in the hospital.
So
I was
Donaldson
working
ain't
it,
no
man.
thing. Donaldson ain't no such thing as a free sandwich. You paid for
Oh,
it.
I paid for it, but I didn't mind. I can't wait to see that bill. I'm gonna say something. You go on people's cells and see if I got any kind of bill right now already. Never even thought about going look. I don't want to go look.
Sometimes it takes a couple weeks for them to get them out to you. You'll start getting
Yeah, I
shit in the
know.
mail. Or you might get just a receipt that says your insurance paid it, and it's just a receipt for you.
Well, I know they're gonna hit me for the copay shit. I ain't paying it to you.
what you mean you ain't paying it?
I'm not paying it.
So when you hurt yourself again and got to go back.
It don't matter.
Well, you might not owe anything though. That's why I said in a couple of weeks you should get something in the mail, whether it's a receipt or a bill, if something wasn't covered. But then you can always dispute that with your insurance companies too, because sometimes they'll overturn certain bills if it's something that you can argue with them about, like certain coverage.
If I got any bills on it.
Because they don't run your insurance right away. It takes a couple weeks from the time that they get your insurance and they actually file it and bill it to Medicaid and Medicare and all that. Like, I know that because Sarah's been doing that shit for years. They're always about 2 weeks behind in billing when it comes to insurance. Most places.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything yet on it. Hold on. And nothing's on here yet.
Well, you have a deductible on that medical insurance as well, don't you?
Yeah, but the deductibles will be taken away by him going to the emergency room.
Right.
That pays your deductible.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, plus if you're in a hospital a certain amount of time, it covers all that shit too.
Uh-huh.
So, like, even though I got free insurance through my work, I also have costs to share through Medicaid. Because
Oh
I just
yeah, I'm
have
getting
always
some
been on
bills.
it. I never filed for it, but the state put me on it years ago and just never took me off.
Yeah,
And they've
all
been
I'm
paying
telling you
for
is
it.
everything I'm saying is your share 0.
And my cost to share has a deductible, but by me going to the emergency room, it paid for it.
Yeah, because Bill's operation cost him quite a lot, didn't it?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I think he had to pay something like $1,200.
Oh yeah, that would have been nothing though to the total bill.
Oh yeah,
That was just a fraction.
Alright.
but it's still a
That's
lot to.
probably 30, 40 grand.
Oh yeah.
I heard our great leader got himself in trouble behind that Texas thing.
Who?
Our so-called great leader.
I don't know.
What
I
propaganda
haven't
you
been
got?
watching. I haven't been watching the news. So
No, it's
last 2
going
days,
up. This
been
charge is
running
going up
around.
pretty quick, even though Zoom's still eating it up to 14% now.
Yeah,
I've
he
been
tried to
running around
blame
like crazy the last 3 days, so I haven't really been watching it.
he tried to blame some weather station for not giving warning. What he didn't know was they recorded when they called and made the warning, and they told him they wasn't gonna do shit about it. So he's in hot water behind it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that story, so I can't
Yeah,
speak to it.
I know they did put out all the warnings and everything. I didn't hear him say anything about it. But the fact was, in the middle of the night, what's happening is they had no warning systems out where the camps were to let them know.
And all the
Yeah,
kids.
It was on
Well,
everybody's
this
phone
is
they had to
just
do. It was
things
no
that
like alarms.
yeah, but this
Yeah.
is the thing is that's just things that the state's going to have to learn from.
Yeah, it's all state,
Like,
nothing to do
you know,
federal.
Well, there was only the adults in the camp that had their phones because the kids weren't allowed to have their phones switched on.
Yeah, so the adults in the camp that didn't get the warnings were the ones that are the problem.
Mm.
You know?
well, the thing was is if the warnings didn't go out correctly, or they didn't have a sufficient way of giving warnings, and that's going to be something the
Yeah.
state's going to have to learn from, and they're going to have to fix it in the future.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The bottom line is that they need to not make this political, figure a way to fix it in the future. You know, and it goes both ways. He
But the
needs to
way
shut his mouth, you know.
the way things are going at the moment, they're going to get one hell of a lot of lawsuits against them.
Against who? Against who? Mr. Weather?
Against who?
Against the ones that are
I want to say against the government. From my understanding, how it went was the weather people called and told them that they needed to put out a red alert, right? And whoever it was they called told them either they couldn't do it or they're not going to do it, and then all hell broke loose when the
well,
moon.
that would have been the
That's
National
state.
Weather Service. Probably is who they were
National
talking.
Weather Bureau, they had they had overstaff at the time because they knew this stuff was coming. So if anything, it's going to be basically the state that didn't that dropped the ball at the end, you know, like that. But there was nothing to do with cuts or anything like that because they're overstaffed when they did it.
Well, because
They
the
got
federal
more
government
people in
doesn't
the
step,
office than they should have.
well, when the federal government doesn't step in for natural disasters till after they've happened. They're usually not there beforehand. They might stage somewhere in another state to get ready to come, but they always end up coming after the fact.
Yeah.
They'll find somebody to blame.
All your first preparedness for a storm before a natural disaster normally always falls on the state at the end of the day.
Yep.
To be ready for that, and then they ask the government for help if it becomes really bad.
And as soon as they called him, he sent the government help out there. They said FEMA's already taking care of most of the people.
I'm surprised FEMA ain't shut down already.
But they've asked people, how's it going? They said FEMA's already been here, we've settled and all of this. So money's already been given out that fast. So that's a good sign. I'm more worried about that shit going on with the DOJ right now and Bongino with his little high end self. Bongino's all pissed off. He wants to take his ball and walk with the ball from the playground and leave now because he's mad at Bondi because Bondi won't release the stuff, but she's being told to hold on it because there's too many people involved that innocent people are saying that are going to be hurt by it, you know, and all of this stuff. So they're still holding on to it, deciding what they're going to do. So Bongino's all pissed off saying, well, I think I'm going to just resign then. Take your ball and leave. You did the same shit at the Secret Service. Same thing at Fox. Take your ball, go do a podcast, and get out of life. You know, he's nothing but a
self-centered
narcissist punk. You know,
but that's the thing, though, is the whole Epstein thing. I understand everybody's fascination and wanting to know all this stuff.
There's some shit you can't know.
The thing is there's going to be a lot of fallout from families that are going to get affected by something their family member might have done.
Yeah, it could be innocent people, something that weren't even involved, but their name's going to be brought up. You know, but it
will
could also
ruin
be
your
like,
life, yeah.
I really don't want to know about Area 51 because there's some shit you don't want to know.
Mm.
You
I
know,
don't know. I don't know, Joe. I go to Air 51 and find out we got spaceships for real. I think I might jump on one and get the hell on.
Yeah, but you
You
know
might-
what? You know what? Haven't you figured out yet? Some of your
What?
biggest mistakes are you thought it was always better on the other side of the field.
All right, it got to be.
yeah, just take it from Paul. He always thinks it's better to eat all them Boston creams.
That's
Then he
right.
finds out he's got to take them Ducalax and it's not that good.
My doctor says keep doing what you're doing. You're doing just fine.
Yeah, your doctor says you better stop, Paul.
And Joe's doctor just shakes his head.
The battle.
I
The
always bring my
doctors, Jesus.
doctor in. My doctor's fine. My doctor knows I'm losing weight. I'm doing good.
Jonathan
I
wants
don't
to
eat Boston creams all the time.
Jonathan wants to be abducted by aliens, and the first thing you do is, for fuck's sake, don't take me back.
Dude, if I could have
All Jonathan wants is to have that probing.
Good.
He
wants to get probed.
I will leave a note said left on my own recognizance. Wait a minute, that's jail train. Yeah, I wanted to go.
Dude, and this is gonna sound weird, but if I could have one thing happen before I die, I would love to have an alien invasion. I don't know why.
No, I don't want an
Just
alien invasion.
Bro, I want some Independence Day shit to pop off. Right
Yeah.
before, like,
Okay,
when
I
I'm
thought
in.
I was the only one. I'm with you there, Justin. I'm with
Hell
you.
yeah.
Now, I tell you what, if I could have that experience in Cocoon that guy had with that female alien, and yeah, let's do it.
Oh, in Cocoon?
Oh,
Yeah,
for fuck!
Yeah.
Now he's watching Pornhub.
Cocoon, I'd take that. You know, when she come get inside me, ooh, wee, baby.
They did no probing in Independence Day, JD.
Stop. No.
They'll probably end up with
Won't say
something
that.
like D, where they're actually reptiles in human disguise.
No. I think I'm gonna watch that movie today, Cocoon.
Which
I just
one?
want to see that woman again. She was hot. Then when she
Then
put
they
on
made
that
two.
celestial body and went in there, ooh, Lord help.
It was Cocoon 1 and 2, right? I don't think they made
Yeah,
a third
the
one.
first one's the best. The first one's the one where she comes out of her body and goes into the guy.
So
He
she
breaks
took the
into
skin off
a big
and
sweat.
turned into energy.
Battlefield LA, that'd be another good alien invasion.
I'd much rather they were friendly aliens than actually an invasion.
Ow.
Nah, bro, I want to be able to go fight aliens and then get our own like Independence Day speech right before we whoop their ass.
You wanna go kill it. I don't want to kill him. I want to go hang out with him.
Have you seen those AI alien videos that somebody posted? Hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
There's so much AI stuff now. I seen one yesterday where this lady was sitting on a boat with a dog. A whale jumps in. The whale jumps on the boat, snatches the dog, puts him in the water. An eagle comes, snatches the dog from the whale, gives it back to the lady. I'm like, are you serious? No. Y'all taking it too far.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think whales would eat dogs.
Well, no, he wasn't eating them. That's the whole thing. He snatched it out the lady's hands, out her arms, while she's sitting on the boat, and then he puts it in the water. And him and the dog are just playing. She's sitting there. I don't know what kind of screaming or crying that was supposed to be. But then this eagle pops up and grabs the dog from the whale and gives it back to the lady.
What were you drinking?
Welcome to A&I.
YouTube.
Here you go. This is what I was talking about right here.
Never told us we'd be fighting humans. More like angry demons with skin. Everything was quiet. Then we heard one whisper, peekaboo, before jumping out of a bush and mowing down 17 of our guys.
Man, you should have seen the look on that alien's face.
Oh, damn.
I hid in a bush for like 2 hours, and when their squad got close, I jumped out and yelled, peekaboo.
They wrote, send more in the blood of our fallen on our own dropship.
Then Sergeant got some blood from a dead one and wrote, send more on their dropship. Funniest thing ever.
One screamed, this is Sparta, and kicked our general off a cliff.
Dude, we were on a literal cliff, and their general was right in front of me. Of course, I had to say the line before kicking him off the cliff.
Are you crazy? I'm not going back. One of them bit me. Through armor. I have tetanus now.
Of course I bit him. Lost my last good tooth, too. Bet he's hurting pretty bad right about now, though.
One kept throwing our energy grenades back at us with a pickleball racket.
Ace, come on now, do better.
They brought a goose. Just a regular, angry goose. And let it loose. We surrendered.
Go get him, buddy.
Oh, he's mad.
Run, run.
Yeah, no.
They left a note that said, be right back. When we picked it up, hish, it exploded.
Go, 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 quick, leave the note.
I tried playing dead. One yelled, unzip its pants. I've never ran faster in my entire life.
It says here in the report you told Private Smith to, and I quote, unzip its pants.
Yeah, so what's your point?
Stop. That's funny as shit.
It's a chain right there.
He bit me.
So one of them jumped out of a bush and yelled peekaboo and mowed down 17 of our men.
That sounds like a Marine group. That'll work.
They should have had Paul there on his zero turn mowing them down.
That's the thing, dude. That would be like every backwoods country boy's dream right there. Dude, oh my God, dude, they'd be running around in their pickup trucks. Let's get them aliens, boys. They'd be ready to go.
You know it.
All them guys that like to hunt and shit that live out in the woods.
Be like guy in stripes. It's about time I get to shoot somebody.
It's open season.
Exactly. Be
Oh,
the
hell
day they
yeah.
were
I've been
waiting
wanting to
for.
try that shotgun out.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Hey, Paul, I'm going to jump off. I've been on long enough today. I'm sitting here too long.
Okay, we can close her down.
All right.
I
I'll
need to
catch
take
y'all
a
later.
break.
We'll see y'all later today. Bye-bye.
See you later.